diffused, and it was that fast flood from Cloud9. It looked scrappy, it looked crazy at first. Oxy, he just dashes in, doesn't have a cloudburst because he invests into a sheriff, but he's still connected regardless. Yeah, he gets flashed.
Yeah, stunned and flashed.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You saw him for what, a split second, and just knows to just steady the shots right there. Nobody can be moving, and John, he had a really good opportunity to close this one out, but just couldn't stabilize.
My boy John
it's
2T whiffed.
the one
Oh,
who's kind of just snuck under the radar a lot for this Cloud9 roster, but he's kind of been an anchor, like the glue almost for this team as well.
Yeah, he's been super steady. And I think there was a lot of discussion around whether or not he was the right fit for the roster, but he's answered the call. Cloud9 come into this match with some really interesting hopes and aspirations. Think about the year they've had so far. They hit the halfway mark at 5-1. Yeah, they fell short of Shanghai, and you know that one stings a little bit, but 5-1 with plenty of hopes, plenty of reason to think the Champs is on the cards.
Plenty of time to prep for Champs as well, or this stage 2, I should say.
Yeah, but they come out of it a little sluggish, perhaps. You know, they lose to G2 2-1.
Woo! Stinger!
Zekken's already fallen. Zekken's the only one who had a Stinger online. No armor left on the side of Sentinels.
Yeah, he's not sluggish, that's for sure. And that should be an upgrade for one more
Get
member
the
on
next-
this roster.
get the other
And we've seen
Stinger.
how deadly the Stinger can be in rounds like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought a hero one, but his economy is still really good. That's what happens when you get the spike planted and it comes down to the wire like that.
I think for Cloud9, as you think about the weapon upgrade, 3 members have full armor. So that Stinger doesn't really bite the same way it would otherwise.
Yeah, unless he can get really close up and personal in their face.
5-2
At that
and
point, it doesn't
5-3?
even matter,
I
right?
thought
It looks
Cena was
like
5-1.
Sentinels will have a free C site, and the breach of Rooney is not really close enough to do any type of fast flood here. I say that, but Spike is just now getting planted. There might be a window of opportunity to flood out here, but Second takes his own opportunity.
A second one, his Vanity falls. And they managed to get the spike down. John QT's joined in on it. It's just Oxy. Now it's just Rooney. I mean, they've stolen this round away. The high-low, a bit difficult to navigate, but manages to do so. Numbers still the way of Sentinels. Still plenty of weaponry.
They bought a
What
Vandal?
start to this series.
What a
One
start
Stinger.
by the crowd as well, already behind Sentinels. Home crowd advantage in full
Stinger.
effect, and that Stinger in full effect. I said it.
Is
The
all you
close
need.
range fights with that Stinger. Doesn't matter what gun you have against it. Look at this. Up close and personal, in your face.
Vanity caught with utility out. That's so tough.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's exactly what Sentinels wanted. That's exactly what they needed to set themselves up for that thrifty win.
This is a weird fit.
And so now it's Cloud9 who are on the back foot with just Pistol Zeppa as a sheriff. But other than that, Classics to work with no armor on anyone.
And the economy of Sentinels is already flourishing like crazy. Multiple players sitting at 3,000.
We'll see what the approach is here for Sentinels. They had a really cool rollout, as we saw in the previous round. And yes, that was off of the fact that they had a numbers advantage.
What color
A.
should I do? Green?
But we'll see if they do
No,
it
let's
again.
do
The
red
alarm
for
bot
now.
catching Oxy up to his silly antics. Tries catching a timing, tries taking space away.
And he gets deleted for it.
Oxy.
And that's going to soak into his mind for the rest of this half. I like the aggressiveness, though. I like that he's not scared. Oh my gosh.
That was a wide jump swing. And Vanity showed all of it and then a little more.
Yeah, and right now for Sentinels, no reason to really jump the gun on anything here. They're going to do a re-clear of mid after getting picks on both extremities. So now they have complete and utter map control. Yeah, they don't have any of these close short A angles cleared out, but John's doing that himself right now. Basically, the human drone effect as the pack goes towards C, and that fault line should be the key to get out of dodge and link back up with their IGL and savior, John QT.
And he's gotten out onto the
30
stage,
seconds.
onto the
IGL
site for
and
free.
savior.
0 resistance, as Cloud9 had no choice but to play in bunches, given the fact that they were down in numbers, down in guns. And so they will arrive a little late to the party, but arrive nonetheless.
I just opened up.
Presumably, you
Weakness
think just died to the
asshole.
spike. You mentioned the economy for the side of Sentinels heading into this
10
round and
seconds left.
how it's already starting to balloon, and they can lean into it pretty heavily here. Given how the rest of this turns out, it's only going to get better. If you think about the guns that they have, yes, But they have 3-4 members who are not going to have to buy armor into the next round.
Yeah, and not only in terms of economy of their weaponry, right? It's the abilities as well, the ultimates that are coming up online. John is 2 away from that lockdown.
Right.
Sachi's 3 away from his Hunter's Fury. And that's why you're seeing John hunt for these kills actively. He's got a Spectre to his name. He wants to upgrade next round anyway. Same with Sachi, I imagine.
You mentioned 1 away from the lockdown.
He's got
Shit,
it.
right click.
Certainly not the way he had intended or the way he would have hoped. But he got his. Says Rooney will fall. Zeppa will join him at the hands of the spike.
But that is more than ideal for the side of Sentinels, for John and Sachi themselves. That's 2 orbs for Sachi in that round. It was 2 orbs for John. John gets that lockdown on this first gun round for Cloud9.
Finished.
Yeah, that was that deletion of Oxy right away, and the follow-up on Vanity, who, he jumped way too far out.
Turret down.
And just the easy breezy cleanup for the rest of the kills on the board.
They start the gun
So
though,
it will
no?
be the first gun round amongst these 2 teams in this series, which we presume to be a banger.
I mean, it's already starting to deliver. And you mentioned the ult in the hands of John QT. You know, oftentimes when you see an ult in round 3 or round 4, it's because it's a Gecko who often has the crash. To see it on a lockdown is just so atypical.
Yeah, it was that 3K that it got on pistol. Yeah, he couldn't close it out, but still getting that spike planted, getting those 3 kills, closing out the last round as well. Here comes the
Second
Sig,
versus
Zach.
Oxy.
No one here to reciprocate.
No, not
Vanity
Sync
maybe
account.
trying to get some spam. Has to back off now, and that will be a C site fully secured and locked down.
It was a different approach to it too. You think about the last couple times they've hit this site, it's been through long, but this time a split up garage. They've got the lockdown, as you mentioned, that's going to buy so much time and create so much space. I think the other thing we have to mention here is Saci and his positioning. Has the Hunter's Fury. Second and John get active.
Oxy.
This is as easy pickings as they come.
Disgusting proactivity in that moment, just understanding that all the members of Cloud9 are in these weird, awkward spots in spawn waiting for that lockdown to go away. So the proactivity in that post plant from Sentinels, that was on point. That was a hard read as well. And now they're on the hunt once more. Why not? Your economy's already, miles ahead of the enemy team.
I mean,
worst case scenario, you drop, you get your ult.
They did such a good job of disruption there.
Kill him,
When you can
Zekin.
tell Cloud9 wanted to settle in and then strike together.
Aw, I see.
Sentinels never gave him an opportunity to really get into that comfortable spot. So they now find themselves up 2 rounds as we head into the 5th. Also very quickly, just as we look over the silly antics one more time. I mean, that Hunter's Fury and the fault line combo was, it was gorgeous. Sentinels 6-0 in maps. Their last 3 times on stage, they haven't dropped a map. I mean, Sentinels have looked so good, and that goes back to stage 1 as well.
Yeah, their performance in Madrid, obviously everybody remembers that. A clear W. And now, they ran into some heat after Madrid. But for this stage too, they look reinvigorated, refreshed. And I think that's a testament. I think a lot of the players on this roster, in a lot of media that they did, they were even saying, we just need a break. We're burnt out.
Big shot out from Oxy, but second on the trade.
It's a fast trade.
The kid's just been phenomenal, man.
It's been such a pleasure watching this kid grow, make it on the main stage, and now be a champion in his own right. That trophy at the end of the year would be the icing on the cake for him.
Yeah, it would. What a cap to the year. Fall line out. Second falling. Zeppa showing he can build that thing just as well. On the swing, able to settle, able to drop a IGL on the opposing side. Now numbers away of Cloud9. You're starting to see Vanity rotate and get to the party. Rooney here as well. 1 away from his Rolling Thunder. Worth mentioning is he gets it online, but you can't imagine he drops in a position like this.
30
Zelsis
seconds left.
in a 1v2. A tap of the spike, a dare, a challenge, a beckon for a swing, and only 1 foul. Finds the second.
Oh my
A
god.
Red Bull clutch for Sentinels.
Wait, need to see that again.
And he was out of his chair for good reason. The crowd cheering him on. A beautiful
Well, Sen
1v2.
better win. I think Sen's gonna
None other
win.
than Celsius.
They look really good.
55 HP.
And he knows.
Okay, I didn't see that.
He was yelling something. A beautiful 1v2. None other than Celsius.
55 HP.
Oh my god.
And he knows.
We've talked so many times about the financial situation they find themselves
Yes,
in.
bro.
And how it's just booming. It allows them the luxury of things like this. It's a really deep alarm bot. That's the cue for the Rolling Thunder. They paid it out.
Not the fucking turret.
The
So
mechanics
far
from
back.
Second to get out of dodge. John gets punished though.
You're outside
So
for the rest of
it's
the
a good
act?
early
What does that
round
mean?
for Cloud9.
Like you're gonna touch grass for the rest of
I
the
thought
act?
there was going to be a punish off for that.
Dude,
Meanwhile,
that's why you
Oxy
don't play at the
building it up
beginning.
of his
Because
own.
everyone's throwing. They're just
I
trying
thought
to
they
get
were gonna be
their
able to
placement.
mitigate a lot of that damage off of the beginning, but
Like every
Oxy
single
just
one of my
begins to tee off
placements,
on the
people
other
are like,
side.
can we just FF? I want to get this over
I think you
with.
saw a wisp of that TP as well. It's now 10.
Oh, you had a gold though?
He
Just
puts
going
it
off
between
that.
his eyes through the wall. Unbelievable. And now the other way and grazes by his ear. Batasi realizes
Dude,
as the
what the fuck
corners
happened?
close in, the round is done.
You're touching grass right now.
It's a dead man walking.
Can't relate.
Oxy with 4, a flawless round.
He got
for Cloud9.
4?
What a response.
Oh, what an insane response. I mean, the way that he just did that as well with full
You
confidence.
D-ranked to gold?
Yeah,
You
it
placed
was
gold. What do you
Sentinels
mean you
giving him
D-ranked to gold?
one-by-one
Or did you place
individual
plat and
peaks,
you
but,
ranked to
I mean,
gold?
Tens, he had no chance at all. Absolutely deleted. And this was a nice
I think
strategy
like give
based
it a
off that
week or
alarm
two
bot.
and then
Yeah.
you start putting
It didn't
palm.
punish
Everyone's trying to
second
get
right
radiant
away,
right
but
now.
Oxy, I mean, he just got easy pick'ems. That was a ridiculous shot. And all of a sudden, that young kid is ramped up himself and he's ready to put some numbers on the board.
6 and 5 currently. Blades popped right at the beginning of the round. And the op in the hands of Oxy.
That short dart was broken by a teammate. Most notably Bethany. That's what I was gonna say.
How the fuck
Yeah,
do you
Sentinels were
even see
dialed in on that angle.
Dude, I
ready
saw
for any
like a
type of
pixel
retreat.
earlier and they shot. Like I would not even
But they
register
saw
that.
the angle. Now spotting him, now dealing with him. That could have been disaster. Somehow Sentinels settle
Yeah, just give it like a week
up
or
in
two.
numbers with sight control and spike
It's hot
planted.
outside, that's why I'm not going out.
Now they turn their attention towards dealing with the
I have to
attempted
go out this
retake
week.
from
I'm going to
Cloud9.
Anime Expo.
It's a 4v3 though.
I can't tell if it's gonna be
so hard for
worse
Cloud9 to execute
inside
correctly.
convention or
Will be, but They
outside.
have the utility to
Like,
do it.
it's
They have
both
the
gonna be
mosh
really
pit, they have
bad.
the dizzy over the top, and they have a thrash. Celsius is already falling. His move starts to swing out. No contest quite yet. Look at how far Sentinels have taken a step back, vacated everything they had previously taken. See shock darts go through. Sentinels are going to have to fight back for this. They may have given up a little bit too much space here. It's going to be on second and if he's left in a 1v3 with Blades online. Finds a second. Rooney, the only one left standing. It hasn't even been given a half. Second should be able to swing this out. Another clutch for Sentinels.
They're supposed to be fighting back.
Another moment.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. You
Listen
can
to
see
that
there's a lot of
crowd,
them.
man. Cloud9 did a good
That
job
was
of bringing it to a
gross.
3v1, but second,
I
he's been
know.
MVP for this roster so many times.
Dude, I watch VCT
And for
and then I
reasons
play
like that,
Valorant and I see my teammates.
He's just caused Cloud9
My
himself
teammates are like the worst
to make a
people
timeout.
on earth.
So electric in this arena right now. Crowd for Sentinels
I'm out.
has been going
I'm working on my
absolutely wild.
Gekko cosplay.
Dre, you and I often talk about how momentum driven this game is and how oftentimes off of a big
Hope
play,
I finish
the
it in
scales tip
time.
away
If
from
I
them.
finish
Think
it, I'm
about
gonna wear it
the round
on
that Oxy just had.
Thursday. I bot
Right,
frag
and
every.
how
I know,
easily that could swing
because I
back
need
the
to
way
play
of
off.
Cloud9
If I
in
play
the face of
Clove
the
or
crowd,
something,
in
I
the
will
face of all
bottom
the
frag. But whenever I
excitement,
play
the energy,
Sentinel,
what have
I
you.
have to bottom frag.
For that response to deliver when it
I
does.
look like Gekko.
I mean, that's just
He was
perfect.
saying I look like
And when you
KJ.
got the crowd to back you up
And
as
also,
well,
I was
it's
born in
even
Germany,
more
so
pain
I
for the
see
other
it.
team because they're hearing that.
Yeah, there's no amount of white noise.
Yeah,
It's
it's
no way.
it's an absolute packed arena right now, full of Sentinels fans. Yeah, I'm sure there's some Cloud9 fans in the crowd.
There
getting drowned out
there
right
are
now.
no C9
And
fans.
Sentinels are starting to run away with this one. 5-2
Where
right
should
now
have
on
gone
attack.
today?
Haven.
There's this conception of Cloud9 that it's often Oxy and friends. Right, but I
It
will
is
say when
Oxy and
Cloud9 have
friends.
been at their best, when they've been the most successful, there's
Do
somebody
I look like
else
Breach?
who's
What
fragging
the-
alongside him, be it Boost,
How do
be
I
it
look like
Ruby, be it
Breach?
Zep, you know, whoever it is. There's somebody
Thank you for
there
the
to be a
follow.
1-2 punch. The left and the right.
No,
I
either
think we need
Sage
to
or
see someone
Sage.
else
I think
step
it's
up on
my
the side of
hair. I
Cloud9
like
here,
really
and they're gonna
long
have
black
to do it in the
hair.
face of
So.
all the momentum that Sentinels have amassed.
Yeah, and that's no easy ask whatsoever. Keep in mind, though, this is Cloud9's map pick, so yeah, they didn't get off to a great start.
Why
Because
does
of that
every
eco that
team
drifted
let
around
Sentinels pick split?
from none other than Zekken, of course.
I don't understand.
But they still are in this. They still have a chance. If they can stop the bleeding now and get some resolve to this half, who knows what they can cook up on attack. Vanity, he's been great with the IGLing role. Honestly, all year long. He's done more
More like
than
Brim. Well, Brim's picked,
impress
so I'll take
me
that.
at least. That's for sure.
What's the plan here for Sentinels? A lean towards A. You've got Tens with his ult.
It's all divergent.
As Zekken dashes out, you see the paranoia drawn out as well, but you're absolutely right. The spike is
30
rotating
seconds
towards C.
How the fuck
The
did I
alarm
do
bot
this?
out from Garage may cause a problem though. Instantly, you see the pause for Cloud9 on the minimap, rotating back towards C.
And Zekken heard all of that.
Here.
He heard at least 2-3 members in spawn going back to C. This mid-rounding, are they cooking a little too much? There's only 10 seconds left in the round. Breach utility still up right now for the side of Cloud9 and Rooney. There's that fault line. Bomb is not going to get planted.
No, I don't think there's a way for Sentinels to get back in on this. Epoxy over the top in the blades as well as time expires. Yeah, they inserted Zekken, but he never really moved after that. A big round out from Cloud9, yes, in large part to the fact that it may have been overdone from Sentinels, but they capitalized anyway.
Yeah, definitely an overcook from the side of John QT. It seemed like he actually finessed. He out macroed Cloud9, but ending B in a moment like this, when full utility is still abroad and on board, it's too hard.
They're scared, baby.
Hey, lock in is the key.
Lock in, baby.
And the thing with this Cloud9
Who's
team
crying?
is you don't want to give them rounds like that.
Dude,
because,
every time
yeah, when they
Tens
get momentum,
does something,
that's
he
when they're
dies.
deadliest.
Like, I think he just play
And Oxy,
normally.
he's sitting at 8-6.
I feel like every time
he's
he
slowly ramping
TPs
up.
somewhere, he dies. Every time he does, he just try to plan and he
He had
dies.
4K with an op just a couple of rounds ago, still has it in his hands. And there is some challenge from Sentinels towards A main.
Oh my goodness.
There's a name we
Oh,
haven't
well,
talked
that
about.
worked.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Took down the raid boss.
Sentinels have so many star players. Tyson just sneaks by the radar sometimes himself.
The big shot out there for Oxy. Op hasn't been scooped up quite yet. You imagine that will be the case. How much longer can they conceal Zeppa here?
Yeah, does he get antsy? Does he want to peek? But he's going to get met by opposition.
His freeze is
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Another one. Now Zeppa getting active. The Dizzy over the top as Zekken dashes into his face. A site wide open.
Really good patience and poise from Sentinels there to just slow the round down. Not die to the operator early on. And now it's a 4v2. They get the spike planted basically for free. All 3 of those kills were in A long. And they were holding for that. That was the whole plan. There was a smoke in garage earlier on. John walked in, tried to break an alarm bot if it was there, and that's how they caught all these players of Cloud9 in that transition, trying to get out of there. Oxy, he was about to rotate. Tens took his head clean off. So it will be another round the way
Baby?
of Sentinels answering back once more. I think that's something to be said about this match so far. It seems every single time Cloud9 win a round, Sentinels answer back with one of their own, and in convincing fashion.
That push and pull of this game, this time going the way of Sentinels. Also very quickly worth mentioning, Zekken was able to scoop up the op that we saw Oxy drop during that last round. And it wouldn't be the first time this half that we've seen him use it. As we take a look at that one more time. This shot. Right
Oh my
here.
goodness. And another one from Zekken, same angle.
Yeah.
At this point, Zeppa, he's just stuck.
Yeah.
The fact that he even got a kill there was great work for him, but he's getting overwhelmed. Even if he drops a second there, there's a third, there's a fourth. And now with the attack operator on the battlefield, it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird for Cloud9. They're going to have to use an Omen Smoke in a lobby with the stun, take control of that space. And you imagine Vanity, he's not going to be jump peeking this for too long unless they're not aware that he picked up that operator. And if he's not, he might get punished for it. So,
They should.
yeah.
Given where he died, given how much time was left in the round, you'd imagine that's
Right here.
not something that they are not privy to.
Let's see, Vanity's still jump spotting this. Now Zekken takes the line. I don't know, maybe Vanity spotted him last second. where that drone baited him into re-clearing garage.
That drone also baited the paranoia out.
Yep. It's painting the picture for John right now of what the defense fortifications are like for Cloud9.
Sentinels are doing such a good job of
defense
starving
fortification.
Cloud9 of any bit of information and just forcing paranoia into their own thoughts.
Oh, and on the minimap right now, I'm seeing a exchange of rifles, so it will be Zekin entering in. He is sitting at 50 HP, though.
Blocking sight.
That alarm bot being broken should prompt a speed up from Sentinels. That's why the dash is coming out on sight. Vanity, he just got caught lacking.
The timing of this kid's insane. That's not the first time we see that happen. And so Zekin will fill in, take all of that space with this 46
They
HP,
place
which
his
he doesn't
filters,
seem to
though?
care about at all.
Like C9?
Get the spike down, now they can take a step back.
Dude, I don't know
Yeah,
if
this
you were
lockdown
watching
comes through, but
Energy
It's
and
planned for long.
Yeah, they don't,
G2
they don't have
earlier.
to worry about it at all.
And now Zekin
Like,
has the
it was-
operator
oh,
again.
shit.
He almost hits that flick.
And the truth is, even if he
Oh,
goes down,
Zekin has it.
you've
I
got
thought Oxy had the op. I was like, how did that
full
not
army
kill
behind
him?
him to scoop it up and continue to play into it? There's a really small timing window that Cloud9 have to punish, and it's
I mean, it's
Oxy
working out for
leading
them,
front,
so-
trying to cut him down.
Nowhere.
Meanwhile, John's position here is perfect. As Saucy pops the ult, you know he's being pushed. Moose trying to get active. He will clean him up. John Q2 not able to settle the shots. That round was not supposed to go that way. Well done by Cloud9.
Oh, 0.77
He
for
whipped
Cloud9.
again, my IGL.
And they have a little angel over their shoulder right now because, yeah, John, I mean, he should have connected that spray. But that alarm bot.
No, I
maybe
haven't
just
been playing since I got my
messing with his
placement.
sightlines, messing with his
Dude, if I
crosshair
log
in
in
that
right now, I'm gonna
moment.
buy the bundle, and I do not have money to buy the bundle.
Yeah, it would have been on point.
Also, I need to finish this
Didn't
fucking
overflick
cosplay.
it. Sachi did a really good job, and yeah, it was just that right there. I wonder if the Killjoy turret actually.
It was like
hit him in the
7-0
head,
for both
and
games.
it kind of like knocked
6-0
his
and
crosshair
7-0.
up. You know that aim punch? Sure. I wonder if that was
Like,
the difference
Energy's
maker in
getting
that round.
bitted on.
Because that surely would have went the
Every
way of
time they
Sentinels if
lurked-
John could have connected those shots.
Round
They
11,
died.
The big stick back in the hands of Oxy. Celsius one away from his rolling
And they
thunder.
kept
John
lurking.
QT not far off
So,
from his ult
you know
either.
how that went. So yeah, they got 2-0'd.
You take a look at the defensive setup.
I think
There's
they
Killjoy
should put Demon 1 back.
utility
I don't
littering
know
the middle of the map.
replacing who,
And
but
look at all the space
I don't
Vanity has
think he was
taken
the
already.
issue.
He's in
Placing
Cubby.
swarm grenade.
If
It's
they
all-
try to
yeah.
NC, Oxy's there for the first challenge with the op. Vanity swings out. That's a nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
the
everyone-
smoke top C is genius.
most
They're
of my
gonna
friends
reclear
have bought
Vanity
that
now.
bundle.
Vanity gets one though. He's got to get out.
He's got a paranoia to buy some time. There's really no way for him to get out. He tries to
got
TP,
out.
tries to
Oh!
get away, and he's caught off the spam. Oxy joined in on the fray, tried to clean up the mess that was left, and he pays for it with his life as well.
And again, with all that happening, Sachi was in A long by himself, and he heard the players on A rotate off.
Did he
Because
say
there's a player
Sachi?
top Short. I think it was Zeppa. Zeppa made noise running away from
He
A
just
site,
said
so now this is
Sachi.
free. 4v3. We've seen this happen before. What can Zeppa do?
The first to join the fray, waiting for reinforcements to arrive, and now is faced with a
30
one-way.
seconds left.
That's so miserable.
That spike not being planted yet can work in Cloud9's favor. They might have an opportunity here,
No.
but they're gonna have to speed up. Oh, and that paranoia just
Oh my
delays
God,
any type
that
of
breach.
push.
Oh, the paranoia and then
Like,
the lockdown too.
Aftershock, it's the
You're
entirety
forced
of
to
the
sit
house.
back.
Yeah, this has got to be a save. By the time you get back in, unless Sentinels make another mistake, there's no way you're winning this round.
No, not with Zelsis having his rolling thunder as well. But they will try a double swing out. Tense gets the first 5 HP left. Tucks back. Tries to buy a little bit of time.
Last player
And that is the
standing.
biggest difference maker here. 3, 4.
They didn't
Control.
save?
Sentinels get to 7.
Last round before the switch. Last round to use our creds and abilities. Don't waste.
See the replay on that. This was that initial exchange from Vanity. It was a nice kill, but it's just so hard to get out
Oh,
from a
he
spot
did
like
pick
that.
out.
He really had to commit that Omen ult if he wanted any chance, and that's so hard to do on the
They
fly
push
like
a
that.
one-way.
And then the post plant utility.
Like two of them.
Ten's getting 4 to finish the round. Sentinels
I mean, they
firing on all
got, like, they
cylinders
pushed
right now.
past it, but
John needs to be careful here. He might get
Yeah, there were
spammed
too
in
many
window,
players.
putting that turret down.
You saw there was certainly an attempt.
Yeah, escapes with his life.
Cloud9 getting active here, taking a bunch of the middle of the map. Vanity off the parano. What's the swing? Oh, they're trapped. They have nowhere to go. They've got the thrash coming in on one side. They've got a crunch coming in mid from the other. But John QT was ready. Able to punish and get one.
Spike down A.
A disastrous round for
no,
Sentinels.
this is a
What a
crazy play.
trap.
That spike down and short as well. It's up to the duo. I mean, they got the mechanical talent to do this, but will Cloud9 give them the opportunities?
A 2v4 here would be something special.
Right there.
This is
There's no
D-duo,
way you
though.
know that Rooney's sitting here in heaven, right?
No. Perched up
Oh, another Thrash as well.
like a guardian looking over the site.
Wait a second.
Seconds on the prowl.
Uh-oh.
He's creeping closer, and I don't think Rooney
How the
knows
fuck
he
did he
turns
get
at
up
just
here?
the right time. But Zekin's there to punish.
That's the first, and there's still 40 seconds, Doug.
But they still have to get the spike. I mean, that's going to be the hardest part of this. Look at every other member on the side of Cloud9 staring at the
Oh,
smoke.
wait.
And Zekin's down to 6
Okay,
HP.
go. Oh,
The spams are just a threat. There's certainly no way in. There's certainly
No!
no way they make this happen. Vanity with 3 on the round, looking for the 4th, and he will find it. Cloud9 gets a 5.
if they didn't lose a spike there.
Yeah, and with the way that this map was going, SEN were in full control, so good job of SEN to bring this one back and keep it competitive. They have a real chance right now on their attacking half. If they can secure the pistol round, who knows?
That trap mid was so cool.
Yeah, both times. Both traps that they had. This one, that first one from earlier in the half with the breach ultimate that was invested, and Vanity. I mean, he's willing to play up close and dirty in your face with that
Up close and
shorty
dirty.
or rifle, whatever it may be.
Ow.
Ever the selfless caller, ever the selfless leader. We're going to throw it down to Akeem at the desk to break down the first half. Akeem, take it away.
Oh, that was the first half?
So as you
I
can
thought there
see,
was one more
C9, they are down, and I'm kind of curious to know, how did Sentinels get to where they are today?
I mean, it all started with the clutches
Yeah.
in that half. They had 2 within 3 rounds, I think, to catapult themselves into control. This one from Zelsis is what started it all. And I can't help but remember this last game from Cloud9, where they were giving away some of these late round clutch opportunities, where the trading wasn't quite perfect. And I mean,
Ow.
this in that got given to Sentinels, they used that to get a great half here.
For sure, and it feels like for both sides, they really were down to these clutch moments. But this just being an insane kind of clutch, not able to get it to half for C9, and just being able to swing and get that pick for Sentinels. It's just been so good. And then they always are able to come back to their mid-rounding to kind of solidify and get them into those spots in the first place.
I think Sen did a really good job of shutting Oxy down in some of these mid-rounds.
True.
Sen put a lot of resources into getting him on early fights, especially on a map like Haven, and Sen did a good job of shutting that down. Now Cloud9 have that same task in the second half. If Sen can win the pistol, get Zekin and Op online early, that'll give John QT as a caller a ton of options here, which makes Cloud9's life very difficult.
Yeah, both players really putting up a show and putting up a fight to show who is a little bit more aggressive and able to get those picks as the Jet, and both players just playing absolutely phenomenally.
Absolutely, yeah. Mimi, you didn't get your Neon, but I mean, Zekin's been killing that on the Jet. So
I'm happy
I
with how
want
both
Neon.
of these teams have been playing around their Jet. I think Sentinels really well knew the win condition of shutting down Oxy to get into these mid rounds.
absolutely. Let's toss things back to the casters for the second half.
Thank you so much, Akeem. Dre, one of the things we didn't mention a ton that is worth talking about is the resilience that Cloud9 showed. Think about the timeline they had. 2 insane clutches the Sentinels pulled off. They get thriftied after winning the pistol. For it to still be 7-5 is very impressive.
Yeah, to be fair, they got a couple of freebies of their own because of Sentinels, you know,
Sure.
specifically in those post plants, you know, most notably that John QT one where he
Wait,
flipped
is that-
the
looks like-
Mirage,
wait, that looks so
couldn't connect
pretty.
that spray.
Sure.
But still, a very competitive half, and yeah,
Why is
fight
there
back.
like a little
And
ring on
it's been
one of the
tied up in
boxes?
first blood so far, so let's see if Oxy on this attacking side or Zekin on this defensive side can really take it away for any of their squads.
Mimi mentioned one of the win conditions for the defensive side would be getting Zekin online and active early, getting it out of his hands and letting John call. That's an excellent start.
Jet diff.
Not only that, it's Oxy and Rooney that are down. All of the go is gone.
Swarm grenade out.
I spoke about the first bloods being a deciding factor
Swarm grenade.
in this next half and closing out this map for either side, and it was Zekin who stood up to the plate, and man, he batted 100% on those shots. That was crazy.
And so now Cloud9 on their back foot, trying to figure out where do they go from here? How do they approach the rest of this pistol?
It would take some grave mistakes, and already a dink on the moose from John sitting in that A connector. That spike does not get planted, and it's on the side of Sentinels.
Oh.
Well, if they keep
Okay.
swinging into him like that, they might be able to pull this thing off. Zeppa having to go forward, tries to clear the smoke, and just waltzes into his death.
Nice work, all off the back of Zekin. Again, I imagine we're gonna see a replay of those shots. Those are some really clean shots. The follow-up, that was the one that was the nastiest. Forget that he drops Oxy with this first shot, right? It's this one that's so impressive. On the wide swing, 2 players already dialed in on your angle.
What the?
And you're still gonna hit that and get out of dodge
That's
with
not
that
auto
jet.
wallbang.
So
I don't
quick.
understand this thing.
Crosshair placement, absolutely on point.
True.
Not a whole lot you can do there.
Didn't warm
13
up
and 8,
today.
and now an outlaw in hand. Ooh, make that 14.
Another one up onto Oxy. In this case, obviously, gun advantage the way of Sentinels. It is their buy round. Their anti-eco. Oxy, he tried. He had to hit a headshot if he wanted to do that. And he had that opportunity to, but just couldn't step up.
They're gonna try to bounce out onto C anyway.
I need to go take a shit.
They
Like
continue
right now.
to feed the outlaw. They continue to feed the beast that is Zekin. Rooney with no real choice, no real place to go. Will fall again. Sentinels get to 9.
And on top of that, only a stinger dropped.
Yeah.
So Sentinels going into this first buy round for Cloud9, they have a healthy buy.
You take a look at it one more time. These kills are, I mean, you look at them and you go, yeah, it was an eco, yeah, it was an outlaw, sure. But again, I want to call back to what Mimi was saying on the desk. Getting an op in the hands of Zekin as early as possible is so pivotal to the success of Sentinels here. Not just because you've got an op in the hands of your star, but because it allows John to call the game the way he wants. Oh! This kid is so good.
Don't need an operator when you got the outlaw. It's basically a pocket op at this point with the way this kid's using it.
This would be a disastrous round for Cloud9 to lose here.
Bomb grenade out.
It's a good molly from Moose to get rid of that alarm bot. I believe it was pulled back by John right in time, and oh my goodness.
It's not getting any better, Dre. It's not getting any better.
One enemy remaining.
It's all under Rooney.
Down
He doesn't
A.
have the spike. This meltdown is catastrophic.
I mean, what were Cloud9 supposed to do in this round? Like, tell me. I feel like most of the kills, nice one tap from Rooney. Good follow up by Tens. But the crowd could. But yeah, most of the kills in this round were through a wall or by players that were blind. I mean, look at this. Vanity, no chance. Look at this for Moose, no chance. And look at this. Stunned, flash, no chance. And you can't really make that one up.
No. That's no all momentum the way of Sentinels. And remember, the one difference that I'm seeing here compared to the first half was when Cloud9 got pushed, they punched back. Yes, it was Oxy. Yes, it was Moose. Rooney had a big moment there, but it doesn't seem like it's happening at all here in the second half.
Yeah, hopefully this time out, last time out for Cloud9 is a wake-up call to bring it back, at least make it kind of relatively close on their map pick of Haven. But like I said, the way that last round went, that could be really tilting for a team. I mean, no one really had a chance right there. Vanity, yeah, like he saw him for a second in short, but to get wallbang with both shots,
That's so frustrating.
it's frustrating. And then yeah, Moose, he knows he has to make a play, do something. He mollied that alarm bot early on. So I don't blame him for trying to take that timing front B. And then he goes up against a John QT who's just spraying him with a bulldog through a wall.
It's a tough spot to be in. Second one away from having his blades out while still in hand, now with full armor. Meanwhile, if you take a look at Cloud9 and what tools they have at their disposal, a couple of stingers make that 3 now, and Zeppa has his ult. Given the deficit they're facing, Dre, I don't know if that's something you want to be cautious on pulling a trigger on. If there's an opportunity, you have to strike.
Yeah, a first blood would be great
Need
for
a
the way of
drop.
Cloud9, but
Thanks.
I'm looking at Zekin with this outlaw against 4 players that have light armor.
Yeah.
And I just think he's going to have a feast. I mean, he might be sitting on this gun for the rest of the half.
What a setup. A fault line, a dart, and then Zekin.
Another wallbang, no chance for Rudy. He's eliminated without seeing an opponent.
He's just not allowed to play the game.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Oh, we're investing the Thrash in a 4v5. It does give you a free sight and a connection.
Oxy goes aggressive, follows.
Wow.
Path that was left. John QT falls, a weapon upgraded. Still has the ignited damage. Tens over the top, dropping Oxy. It just looks so easy. I mean, can Cloud9 respond? The Vandal that they had has been dropped. Second with Blades online. They're not finding lethality, but he stays alive. Celsius might just clean this thing up on his own. Sentinels get to 11. The slaughter is in full effect.
I hate to say it, but probably best to play as a team. So, what's the plan?
Tens played that round to perfection, Doug. He was sitting on the top of C. He didn't panic when everyone was splitting him from garage. There's a player long. He dodges the Omen Flash, gets his kill. And this is the Tens that I like the most. He got out and survived for Celsius to come and support and clean up house. It was beautifully played. This is why this Sentinels roster has been so good as of this year. And honestly, a little bit of last year. I say that we're going straight into a C hit. Shouldn't be much opposition to be faced here. But it's the disciplined game and approach from all these players that you would think, you know, Tens. He's the star player. He likes to go out, do crazy things. The discipline from him has been so superb this year, and that's why he's been playing so good.
Keep an eye on John. His positioning there is gorgeous.
Even a follow-up Omen Flash if needed. John, so confident to take that angle.
That's 2 on the round for the caller already. Second on the swing is dead. I don't think I've seen that guy lose a gunfight in a really long time. Of course, as I say that he falls, but it's still all success.
I keep forgetting every time I go to the bathroom while wearing a onesie, I have to be completely naked while going to the bathroom.
Running away with this match. Running away with this map. And what's the next map, Doug? It's Split. One of Sentinel's best maps.
Or I do, but I think the server's
one of the best teams I've ever seen play that map in the game, period.
This was close for a half. It's just been all Sentinels all the way from that point on.
Yeah, that break that they took, it was much needed. They look fully motivated.
Dude, I literally come back
in full effect, full force.
So fast. I could have taken my shit after this map ended.
And they've done it their own way. They've been able to lean into the financial boom that they have. They've been able to run trap plays and spawn. This has just been so clean.
4 players converging onto A main right now. Vanity needs to get out of here and get out of here quick. Otherwise, that's no smokes available.
There's no real idea of what could be waiting on the other side. Still manages to rotate away. The smoke is going to be out towards garage. John QT still in the same position, still trying to deal the same amount of damage. Leaves Moose with a brutal headache.
He's going to get caught out here as well. Oh, some movement heard, so Moose could have the upper hand, but leave it to John to reposition and re-clear Moose.
It was off of the noise that he heard him spawn. It's just so effortless. It's such a smooth dance. And so now Sentinels will try to rotate over. The Rolling Thunder's going to push them back, though. John QT getting dropped, decapitated. But Sasi's doing the business of his own. Rooney's left alone. How
this went by so fast. Wait. When did this even start? It's 5 right now. Didn't it start like 4:30? No, wait.
Defenders win.
Damn. Okay. Chill, those two.
Okay, now I know what he said previously. He said, "You are my sons." That's what that man is saying on stage right now.
New Jersey to LA.
The showman is Celsius. Ever the team is Sentinels. What a dominant performance. All smiles, still plenty of work left to be done, but you mentioned it, Dre. They're heading over to Split, and that is their map. That is their playground. One of the most formidable teams on that arena. And somehow Cloud9 are going to have to figure out, with short memory, how they forget this. 13-5, the wave Sentinels. Second popped off. John QT.
They didn't get a single round this half.
We'll see you guys on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin.
Hello, I'm gonna go poop. Hold up.
I just pooped.
Watch out for the stairs.
Oh.
You're gonna be able to finish this.
Yeah. Your turn.
gives you wings.
Wait, which one's Anthony though? Is it Zeppa? Why is it so stuck? Energy is cooked? Energy isn't even playing, but yeah, they're cooked. No, where are you going? Oh, did not mean to cut that. Can I like fucking get in here? Holy shit.
Hello.
How was your shit?
It came out smoothly.
Awesome.
So that's good.
Love to hear that.
I almost crashed so many times on the way home because I was watching the game.
Bruh.
I have my priorities, bro. Come on.
As you should.
Come on. I was hoping that like they start like much later, so they did it.
It's because Energy got stomped.
Yeah, so sad.
I'm not sad.
I want Energy to do so much better, man.
Dude, I love Sam, but I hate FNS. I hate
I don't hate. Okay, but do you hate him the same way you hate Boostio?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
No, come on. You have to hate Boostio so much more.
No.
Why?
I think he has too big of an ego. He needs
Ego
to be
as well?
knocked down a few pegs.
He's so
Nah.
good at carrying and fragging, but he's
I
such a
love me
good commer,
Sam.
such a good teammate, such a good
I
duelist.
love Sam. Sam
And
is
he's
so
not a very
funny.
emotional player, so we don't
What
feel
a-
like we have to set him
what a
up or
Chad,
give him a
bro.
hot start. We just feel like we can play what makes sense strategically.
Can never hate on that guy.
No.
And he'll find his way into the game, and I think that showed there. Like he had a little bit of a slow start. He really just took it away when we needed it.
Well, on to your bread and butter next. So best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back, everyone. Well,
They tried playing Clove too, and I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't seem like it's working out.
Victor should have played Neon. Why is Victor playing Clove?
I think they're really trying to make Clove work. Because they're the only team I see that's like trying to make that character work.
No, there's a few teams that's like trying to use. Well, I guess not in like America.
Not in America. Yeah, maybe because the meta is different. But like
Yeah, I mean,
It just doesn't seem like it's working, and it makes me sad because I love Clove.
It's working in Pacific.
In Pacific, yeah.
Bro, even people in Pacific are like shit talking Boostio. The caster yesterday, I forgot what the what the players said,
I'm kind of curious. Do we
but
think that they're just
the
starting off
caster
too
was
hot on
like,
C9
a Boostio could never. I'm like, damn.
Damn.
Even in Pacific?
Nobody likes Boostio,
Oh my
bro.
god.
They're just gunning it and just not.
Why
really,
would
like,
anyone
it
like
doesn't seem
Boostio
I don't know how much
though?
strategy there is there.
Exactly. Sit your ass down, bro.
Pistols into a round 3 loss is the biggest problem, right? Like Zekin pulls out the outlaw, is getting a double wall bang off of a dart.
Kill in like every round on their defense. It's insane.
And it's like small things too, like C9 aren't breaking darts.
I mean, the first half, first blood success, it doesn't look crazy, right? 3-1. But then the second half, I know it's cut off a little bit there, but 100% success.
See, and I did not get a single round second half.
On attack, right? Or was it defense? Yeah, attack, yeah.
He really did his job.
Yeah, it'd be like that, bro.
He was able to come out and trade, and every single
Dude, I love
time,
Oxy, but I love Zekin as well. I'm kind of conflicted.
I'm a Tens fan, so Tens all the way. Wherever Tens is, I follow, bro. I'm just...
Simple man.
Yeah, I follow one man and one man only. Everyone else that comes along with him is just a bonus.
They weren't able to achieve that in this one. He got shut down in the first half, and Zekin was completely dominant.
Dude, if Boostio and what's his and Tens ever were on the same team, I think
it's worth to talk about too that Oxy wasn't actually playing.
I think my hatred for Boostio might overtake my
yes,
love for
yes,
Tens.
100%.
100%,
dude.
C9 around him couldn't really figure out what the plan was.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's hear what the C9 coach has to say before we head to map 2.
Here, the coach of Cloud9, Emmy, running away with your map pick of Haven. But I want to ask you something because we're going into Sentinel's bread and butter split. I'm assuming you worked on Sentinel split. So, what are your thoughts on how are you going to take down that classic Sentinels map?
I'm so tired.
Sentinels now, so we've had a lot of practice against it, and we were well prepared on split last season. We only played EG on it, but
And they're gonna go on split right now?
I know!
Shit, bro. It's over, bro.
I don't know why every team is letting Sentinels pick split.
Split, right?
Like, I don't know which map they're banning, but like, you're letting them play split?
Alright, so Coach Emmy was talking about
What's the map after this then?
EG fell into their trap.
Assuming that they loaded?
They banned Bind, I think.
Bind, Sunset.
But like, you'd rather ban Bind than split?
Over split? Yeah, that's crazy.
Or Sentinels? I don't know, man. Even Crew didn't ban split.
And they got punished for it.
Yeah.
I wonder what's their win rate on that.
On split?
Yeah.
Madrid. That's the one. I was like, they weren't at Shanghai. It was the other one. But yes, but honestly, I have no doubts about Sentinels anymore. I think they've really built out their split playbook.
Yeah, I believe during our predictions, didn't we?
Dude, I had to open up Wingman's asshole to put all these magnets in.
I think most people did. I think it's a reasonable prediction. If C9 was
Poor Wingman got violated.
He did.
Look at all those SEN fans, bro.
I know.
Oh my god.
And this is even like Crew that's like not from NA. This is C9.
C9, yeah, bro. And C9's like a beloved team too.
Yeah, it's like an OG team.
I feel like, especially coming from that Haven,
Sen used to be on the C9, dude. What a weird time. What did I say?
You said Sen.
Sen Tens.
Yeah, I know. It used to be called Tens and Friends.
It's gonna be super good. And honestly, I doubt either of these teams are gonna pull out some new crazy comp to kind of
Oxy's Rays.
get away with it. So I'm not sure exactly what trap we was talking about, or if there is some sort of
Aw, they're so cute.
Like a good understanding of what the Sentinels comp wants to do.
Yeah, he was also talking about a trap.
The fuck is that?
They're not as confident.
Oh, that's his like a blob.
They were then. Obviously, they've practiced it to lead.
Yeah, he brings it everywhere.
From that interview. Comps coming up here, and not a huge surprise.
Double
controller.
controller.
For most teams from Cloud9.
They're so scared to experiment.
The main thing here is to just
See, double controller's like such a meta now.
I
One
know,
duelist.
There's...
At this stage,
I want
Oh,
to
they have the
some
exact
heroes.
same team comp.
break out anything that's like
I hope so.
that's out of the ordinary, you know.
Wait, that's crazy. It's because I guess Viper acts as another
In the server here on Split.
Sentinel.
All right, well, you know what? Let's find out if Cloud9 can
Dude,
turn things
damn.
around.
Insane, like, team comp lately.
Here's Doug and Baby Bay.
He's also noticed me. There's a girl that said I flew all the way from New Jersey to be here.
Bruh. Dedication.
Me, for real.
For $20. It's only $20 too, so I guess
Worth, you said?
worth.
It's like a $400 flight.
At all. So we've got something insane cooking here.
Yeah, that's some crazy lore that I wasn't even aware of until just right now when you brought that up. That is absolutely a ridiculous stat, but who other than Zelsis on this roster of Sentinels, the one who took out Sentinels last year to
They
be the
took out
deciding factor. Him
C9
and
took
John,
Sentinels out last year?
they've been so good,
Hmm?
these new
C9 took out Sentinels last year?
players that were recruited by Sentinels in the off
Oh, you
season,
did.
and we've seen them win
13-3.
tournament already.
Hey, Zekin walking up. Oh, never mind.
More to come. The last time Sentinels beat Cloud9 was May 2021.
That's absurd.
Last
An
time
opportunity to do it here.
Sentinels
on the attack.
beat
We
C9
talked
was
so
3 years
much
ago?
about how good they are on this map, how
Jesus.
Why
proficient
does
they
that
are.
sound wrong? That doesn't
I
sound
mean, it was
right.
probably
You
with
imagine
the
what we'll
old
be
Sen
testing here.
roster,
Cloud9
right?
seldom go down
Yeah,
without a
but
fight.
3 years is
They pushed
crazy.
G2 last week. Now they're going to have to do the same against Sentinels.
Oh,
Go
pretty
nade
good.
for nade in mid. So Zekin, he gets pushed all the way into vents here. But that is space gathered. He gets healed up to full. Such a slow approach right now. 50 seconds.
Dude, this guy is so nice. Heal.
What happened?
40
Got
seconds
picked
left
off.
in the round now.
I got
And
kicked
they've
off?
got John, who's gone
He got
exploring a
picked
base.
off.
Oh, mine's
Trying to
thinking like
bait a rotation maybe or
froze
something.
for
Maybe
a
Oh,
second.
mine's still playing.
this contact be heaven. He'll take
30
even more
seconds
real
left.
estate up.
They're pushing heaven right now?
Heaven.
Zekin and Zelsis?
Clock is
Okay, I gotta be watching now.
25 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you needed me to give you the
Right
play-by-play
here,
like
Vance.
yesterday.
Oh, the half clear.
I didn't need
Oh,
to play
right
by
click.
play. They were
Right
casters.
Vanity gets the last. It's another pistol to wave.
Right
Cloud9.
click.
Jeez, good work from Cloud9. It seems like these rounds, when it's just super slow from Sentinels, they tend to favor Cloud9. This time the proactivity, the dip into the bottom of vents, and then the re-walk up slowly with no utility. 5 dead. Sentinels were just not quite ready for that. I can't believe Zekin even got that kill in the vent. He half cleared it and then got the flick with the right click.
Here.
That's so hard to do.
Yes, you're just that good sometimes.
Classic RNG, definitely in his favor.
Big
But
round out.
No
there.
RNG, all skill.
Another pistol.
Ah.
No
We saw what
RNG.
happened on the last map. Surely it doesn't happen twice.
Surely not, right?
I mean,
Zekin's already backside. But Zeppa and Moose able to settle things. The weapon,
Oh my god.
the weapon difference here proving to be
You
the
got
difference maker.
two.
6 HP for the duelist.
He just killed himself.
yeah, not wanting to give an ult orb. I don't blame him whatsoever.
He's
Good
so
work
funny.
from Zekin. He gets 2 in that round. Doesn't give
He's like, no, I'm going
anybody
out of
else
my
an
own
ult orb
term.
on the side of Cloud9. Probably would have been better if he dropped there to somebody else because Zeppa was already dead in that round and couldn't build up close to that Sky ultimate anyway. But you know what? Cloud9, it was way cleaner than the
Were you
Haven
watching
match.
what happened
Tell you
last
that.
last map?
That's not something you see every
What
day.
specifically?
The buy round, second round.
Zekin, the only one on the top
No.
right now. 3 kills. It will be the first
the
gun out
stinger?
for Sentinels. A
Oh, he
semi-healthy
beamed them
buy
across like
instead
A
of
long or
Cloud9.
something, right?
That
C9
judge, though,
won
Moxie, that
pistol,
could be
and then
really
Sentinels
deadly.
It'd be
it was
devastating.
Zekin, just Zekin on one stinger, and everyone else had
On this
classics.
map, we've seen so
And
many
they won the
players
round.
use it. Remember Champs last year, we saw Kong Kong absolutely running it
That
down
guy
on the
needs to get
Rays
nerfed.
judge on this map.
Make it
Got
1500.
one of the grandfathers. of it.
1500?
The server right
That'd
now,
be
and
crazy.
Nah, it's
You know,
perfect
he's the
where
one
it
with
is
the
right now. Everyone buys
Yeah,
Spectre anyways.
Only
No,
white
definitely
ball,
not
defensive side.
1500.
Passing the reins to
Maybe
the young
like
kid, you know?
1300.
No, I think at most
See if
12.
he's able to do
I
anything
think
with it.
it's
You see
on
the
it, but 11 is
flash
fine.
Intended to create some space mid, but Zekin doesn't take
Dude,
it.
that gun used to be, I think,
All
1,000,
that
right?
happens. That trip.
I
gets
thought it used to be
broken at B.
900.
Maybe. I think it was 900
Lurk
at one
orb
point.
goes up,
I think it
so
went.
this could
I remember it
be
used to be.
a
I think
free
like
ace site
1350.
right now.
I don't know. I never
Like
used a
1250.
stinger
Chances
before.
of Cloud9
Before
starting
like
to
recently.
Yeah.
go more
I
towards
went,
the
didn't
sides,
use
but
the-
dude, I
because
went
that
from
trip
the
is going to
judge
be-
to the
there's 3
Bucky.
players geared towards
Or
that.
no,
Yeah,
I
he's
went
so
from the
dead.
judge
Zeppa
to
gets really
the
nice timing,
Marshall
but the cage
to
goes up, the
the
paranoia
Bucky
out as well. He's kind of been
and
out of the play.
the
Now he
Aries,
tries to
and now I'm
strike.
on the
Den's
Stinger
ready to greet him.
because there was a time
Dude.
where they buffed the Aries and the Aries was
Yeah.
better than the Odin.
Could have been great for Rudy. Doesn't
The
quite connect.
Aries is better than like the
And now
Vandal.
this is a
That was a
retake from the
crazy
side of
buff.
Cloud9. Trip
They
and
had to
spawn will
nerf
give
that
info
shit.
that someone's there.
A Spectre, there's the Judge. Oxy trying to find some value with it. But Sentinels disciplined and cautious in their approach.
Yeah, John saw that Judge on that peak.
Oh, he knows.
He saw Oxy pulling that out, so he got to dodge really
He
quickly.
wants him to push it.
For
Obviously.
Oxy right
Well,
now.
yeah, he
he's
is
going
a
for extra kills
judge.
he can get. Not on the board yet. He's just going to get flanked for free.
Oh!
Now Zek and another ult orb
Better.
closer.
My boy is just better.
A flawless round, Doug.
Flawless round. Light armor
Flawless.
save for Saucy, but
I want to add
Yeah,
lights to
that's- I mean,
Wingman's
that's
eyes,
great.
but I don't think it's
things
gonna work.
considered. What more could you possibly
Yeah.
ask for?
Yeah, on your
It's
first
too
gun
thick.
round, to come away unscathed like that, other than just your armor, that's way more than ideal. A lot of teams go into this thinking, oh, okay, we're going to drop a couple guns at least, but we'll definitely secure the round, right? We have gun advantage.
Right.
You're getting a flawless on
With
bonus
the way
is so
that this
nice.
game has been going with some of these bonuses, man, I mean, it's... some of these teams, they cook up crazy strats on the bonus rounds. With Sentinels, the way that they default
Don't give them ground.
kind of denies that ability to set a trap. It's been a heavy mid-focus all 3 rounds so far from Sen, it feels like.
Yeah.
Slow walk up with a nade and event. I wonder when they flip the switch and send Zekin in there, guns ablazing. Little satchel action.
Guns
Oh, it
ablazing.
doesn't look like it's going to be the case this round. At least not early.
Their vocabulary.
Yeah, they're just trying to play off these Viper orb timings.
Uh-oh, triple
Ooh,
pushman,
Sky
triple
almost
pushman.
connects. Wow,
Oh, that's-
what a fight from Cloud9 in mid. Can they get out away?
Zeppa does. Looks like Rooney will join him.
Yeah. Man advantage now for Cloud9. Ooh,
Oh!
little tag on
he's-
Oxy
broke
there.
the
Gets
block.
dropped low.
So
You imagine
low.
right now Zeppa's going to come back around, get the heal. They're reconvening in CT. Everyone getting healed up. Zeppa, the only one that's going to be sitting unhealthy. 8 HP to his name. And wants to get info.
And Seeker's invested with 45 seconds left in the round. The Cabbages pursue. Sentinels clears them out. And there's still a lot of time for them
Yeah,
to figure this one out,
Cabbages.
too.
A double drop in event might have been heard by that Cypher cam.
Which was the intent. And then the spit out.
Yeah, the problem is
30
that camera
seconds
not breaking. I mean, Cloud9 don't need to leave anybody off a B.
Yeah, there's not enough to dissuade. There's not enough to manipulate.
No!
Oh, his head was
Just the
peeking
tiniest of
out.
margins onto Zekin.
Spike down B.
But John on the trade now 2v4 the way of the defense with 13
His
seconds
fat
left.
ass head was
Gets scooped
peeking
up
out, dude.
and planted.
His hat.
There's going to be just enough time, assuming they don't meet any resistance, but they're getting trapped. They're getting surrounded. Zeppa from down
Oh my
low.
god.
This was a
That's my
2v4.
boy, that's my
Can you
boy!
stop it? Gets it down to 1. The
No!
And the
Oh.
Sentinel settles for Cloud9.
Yo, Dog
Moose-
QT has been
right,
whiffing a
though. It
lot
was a
today, not
4v2.
gonna lie.
It
Yeah, I
should've
saw
been
that
way
whiff
more
on
clean,
the-
but a win is a
when
win,
the turret was, like,
regardless.
blocking
And
him.
Moose,
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
winning in the
It's
head-to-head
always
against
him
John.
last,
The
and he
1v1
whiffed
game.
it.
That's why you see the
He whiffed
disrespect
a few
being
times.
shown.
But Moose, that was very good on
Take a look
Moose
at that one more
because
time.
he
There's
knew
this
that
fight mid that
That
you were
fight mid was
mentioning,
John
right?
was still
I mean,
planning.
they refuse to
So-
relent in that area.
the time to swing
And
was
for
right
good
there.
reason.
Yeah, they played the
Yeah.
timing so well. The 1v2 at the end there. Zal says he did a really good job bringing that one back. And all of a sudden, it's a very early
It's
timeout
just like
from the side of
Screams.
Sentinel.
They should have, like,
Yeah, look at
if
him.
they played
He
off the
knows
trip,
that was way too close
could've
for
killed
wear.
them.
John had to
Danger
put
close.
the
We'll see
trip
what the adjustments
deeper,
are on
or
the
he
other
had to
side of this
stop
as Kaplan
planning.
takes a moment to try to talk to his troops.
I don't know if he had to put it
And I
deeper.
wonder here, we've talked so much about Sentinels and how their intentions at the beginning of these attack side
Well,
rounds are to
Celtics
work
was
the
already,
middle of
like,
the map,
out.
draw at any utility you
And he
can,
wouldn't,
The thing is,
like,
pressure
yeah.
the
corner.
trip B, You know, try to take.
Well,
some
the
space
thing
up
is, I
ramps,
think,
John has done a couple of times. That's terrifying. What's going on there?
what Moose would have done was just swung
What's
out
going on there?
more
But I wonder here on the other side of this
and
timeout
just
what the adjustments
still
are.
killed
Is this the
Zelsis. And
moment?
I don't know if he would have had enough
I don't
time
know
back.
if he
in the-
knew
Bit of haste in
that
the
he was
situation.
like
Is
up
this
for
when
it.
they let
Like I
second
don't know
go?
if he should have
I think
dropped.
they will. I think you're gonna see more A ramp
Oh.
action
We
for
heard him
certain.
drop. I don't know
Because I mean they
if
haven't
he
really
like
tested
stayed
the
up in
waters on that
heaven,
area
it
of the
would have
map
been
yet.
better.
Didn't
Clearly,
Zelsis get a
the
kill?
mid-default that they're doing.
He got two.
Cloud9 are kind
No.
of ahead with that
Pokemon,
util
right?
exchange.
No, he
They're
got both
filling
from
in the
heaven
gap
from
when that
ramps.
Viper smoke goes down. All of a sudden they showed a mix
Really?
of okay, we're gonna
I
drop
got
our
one
orb,
from
but all three of us are gonna be in the open, willing and ready to fight you. So they've showed a lot of different looks in mid so far from the side of Cloud9.
Oh, you're right.
I know I'm right.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna have to.
If he
prompt
didn't
some
Yeah,
drop,
why did he
yeah,
doubt me?
yeah.
Either-
He killed
either A
Zeppa.
heaven
Hell,
or
okay. 'Cause
maybe
I remember seeing someone
something
help.
explosive in mid. Maybe
Yeah, never doubt me
disrespect
again,
in the
thank
actual
you.
orb because
I'm not doubting
slow-
Yeah, you
you.
did. You literally went back instead of just
No,
believing
no.
me. Whatever.
Well, all of that discourse has led to disappointment.
Yeah.
As
Whatever.
There's nothing fast. There's nothing
Whatever.
aggressive. There's nothing pacey at the beginning of the round.
Hate you.
It makes sense. There's quite a bit of teams after a timeout, even on the
Sure.
defensive side,
Sure.
when it's not yours, that come out aggressive. They want to do a crazy play. So it's kind of good to do what we call a red wall, which is kind of you stay on the barriers and just hold and see for any aggression.
Scout destroyed.
Dog does re-clear all of A ramp, sees John QT.
And that's the only one they saw, and that's often the work. So I wonder here, given that they saw John, look at the mini-map. They're starting to rotate away from A.
Yeah, this jiggle from Moose should get the info for rotations to come back into A. Raise and Cypher Seed now.
And there's just not, I mean, this is taking a little bit too long.
Double trip setup here. In the open, like this rocket might connect. Oh my gosh!
Oh my
Shot.
god.
He put deep trips
Vanity now
too.
falling. Saucy getting the spike down. They're still gonna have to deal with these two trips.
Imagine he
On the
breaks
other
both of the
side,
trips
Kent
with
gets
his
caught, crushes
rocket.
down.
Oh.
He jumped
Oh my
up!
god, he got one!
Breaks it.
Stays alive with 45 HP.
Valorant gods want tens to live today.
We'll see how much longer.
Oh my god, and he jumped over the other one.
Yeah. Wait, are you behind?
Celsius on the prowl. Look
Oh,
at
I might
his
be a
positioning.
little
Look at his
bit.
timing. Look at his discipline. Two found. And now
he's
the molly to
playing-
deny as Moose tries to get past it, tries to disrespect it. It's a flawless round for Sentinels.
Making it look easy on the lurk. Hitting all the shots with the spray. You don't need a headshot. Just get the kill, secure it. That's exactly what he did.
And take a look at it one more time.
There's that rocket.
I mean, what do you really do?
Dude, he
there?
shot it like
Yeah.
above his
Didn't have a
head.
chance. He knows he's got to give more respect next time around. But it was this flank that was in fruition from the start of the round. Zelsis was so aggressive from the beginning of that round, and that's why he got that aggressive lurk timing as well.
What's your timer at?
Hoxie getting.
Oh, he's gonna get this.
Here.
Whoa.
Oh.
Barely
Oh,
brings
good.
it back.
Better late than never.
Yeah, that was looking
Anika.
very dodgy at first.
He died?
So awkward shooting somebody that's not looking at you, you know? As soon as Zekin tries to flick at him, now he hits the shot. But while all that's happening, full info gathered from John. Investing that Cypher ultimate into this round. What?
It was not
I'm
my
sorry?
package, it was just mail.
Zappa giving Sentinels a taste of their own medicine, but Zelsis again with these
I was
lurk
like, where is she?
timings.
I'm probably
He's
calling
got
your
all
name.
the space gathered. That's the only player that was on A.
They
You
know
didn't
where he
get
is
more
now
cost
after
plays in
he
your
dealt
mail.
a couple of parting shots.
Wait,
to
I
use,
told you, I
and that
he
will
was at the
certainly
door.
confirm things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yesterday.
There's
No,
another one down in
today,
mid,
like just
I
now,
believe
like
that they can grab.
2 minutes ago. I told
Yeah,
you
it
someone
seems
was at
like
the
that's
door
exactly where
to get my
they're
package.
I did not hear
Sheriff and the
that.
Phantom
Or
Knight.
maybe you just don't listen to
They
me.
are going to have some weaponry as Everyone comes outside.
No, I
They've
always
already
listen.
tried to establish
Whatever.
themselves on the site. But
You don't
Page-
believe
I was-
me, now you don't listen to me.
No,
Oh,
no.
my
I mean,
Oh my
they
god,
spiked down yet. First the
Oh, wait,
pick,
his teammate.
First the cover. First you deal with Vanity. But
Yeah, whatever.
Cloud9 slowly
No, I was
creeping
asking
their
you what
forward
your
again. Remember
timer
the
was
two
at.
rifles that they have in their hands. Zappa the only one without.
Whatever.
But obviously I can't.
The heavier
see it.
artillery is Moose on the drop. The spam not connecting. 7 bullets left. 2 members waiting on the other side.
Oh my god!
Oh, he saw
He's
his
better!
Cleans him up, leaving Rooney all on his lonesome.
It's so hard when you're just too thick,
Cleans
you
him up.
know?
We're tied at 3.
Yeah.
Viper players everywhere right now need to study.
I'm
this demo
99%
of
sure he
how
saw
Celsius
his
has been
butt.
playing.
Well, we'll see. Let's
He's
see.
been doing such a great job of taking map control by his lonesome, and it's been converting into round wins. This was a 3v4 with 2 rifles that were upgraded from the side of Cloud9. Yeah, no chance at all there for John. But I mean,
oh, he did it.
Fair, Sentinels have been doing that to Cloud9 all
You heard
series
him
long.
then?
Sure.
I think he just heard him then.
It's getting a little taste of their own medicine.
Get off your
but they're
phone,
still
girl.
able to bring
Watch
it
the
around
game.
back because of
Oh, she had
Celsius.
Reyna hair.
Mind the early nade.
Reyna here. I'm at 132.
Seemed like they were trying to go a little bit
30,
faster. The Viper wall that they have
You're slightly ahead of me.
Is intended to do that. When you see that
Oh,
Viper wall go up,
I'm
you
at
know
120
it's
now.
normally a fast hit A.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Can
115.
get timing here.
120, 19, 18.
Oh my god, 8 seconds ahead.
This is such a pretty setup.
Oh wait, let me know when you get to
A little bit of
106.
chaos.
108, 107,
Nobody else seen
106.
A main with that dog. And a lot of players showing in mid right now, so... Whoa, a very ambitious peek from Rooney there.
It's getting punished. I don't think you realize the entire threat on the other side, but Zeppa on the hunt. Got to spot one.
Back up, back up.
With 8 HP.
He shot in midair.
There's more danger to be had. And so he tries to get away, manages to do so, at least for now. Everything slowing down as a 3v3 as the foot. The spike is still sitting outside of A main. Vanity still trying to control it. Sight on his own and manages to do so. Gets it down to a 1v2. But it's the Wonder Kid who's alive. Can he do it
The
again?
Wonder Kid. It's the Wonder
Moose healthy,
Kid.
rotating over. Joining his teammate.
Insta timing taken by both players, Moose and Zeppa.
No!
Moose.
My Wonder
He will
Kid.
secure the 4th round for Cloud9.
You know what's wrong? My light stick is not green.
I was gonna tell you that right
He
now.
lived for so
Like,
long
is
in
it
that
green?
moment, Doug.
I put it on red, you know, as default.
I mean,
and
No,
you
no,
see
no,
what
no,
happens.
no,
He just lived through all of the fighting.
I remember what you told me. When you change it to green, they always win.
Seconds trying to hunt him down.
Yeah.
Alright,
He
well,
lived like
it's on
30
green now.
lifetimes in 1 round. Yeah, he did. That's stressful.
He saw
And
some stuff.
He got out with 8 HP and he played that to perfection. I think
think he needed to
Sachi
throw
missed his
his
window
nade.
of opportunity to take a main control, a ramp control, based off of everything that was happening in mid, and then go figure. By the time he waits for his teammate to come up with him, they get collided by Vanity.
Nope, the same Viper wall. This might be the time that they start to dial some pace in as the Seekers go out. The flash goes through, second satcheling in. Blistering pace into this round. Tens is already TP'd back. I thought Vanity was going to stick that. Moose falls. The sight entirely the way of Sentinels. Do Cloud9 flood here? They've got a couple of opportunities, but the problem is the window's gone.
Yeah, no flood will be in effect yet.
That was gonna be
Celsius still
5v5
has that
because
Viper Orb up. I
I
think
don't even
he's
know.
looking
I
for
don't
smokes.
even know where
They can just
Moose even
cycle smokes
died.
now. One way, Viper Orb goes up, or we can spread them out.
Quadruple save.
Smoke into heaven, and it looks like Cloud9 are not messing around with this whatsoever for good reason.
Oh wow,
They're
and they
safe.
made him waste
Yeah.
all.
Second just got that old off of the plan of the
Kinda
spike,
crazy.
and he pops it. Understandably so. You wouldn't expect to save here in a situation like this, but Cloud9 cut their
That
losses
is
with Campbell to
crazy.
their
A
legs. They rotate
4-man
back B.
save?
I actually don't mind this. The last 4v5 they had, there was a late lurk that secured the round. You know, that was Zelsis.
Nah,
This time around,
dude,
everybody was there,
nah.
but still.
The thing is,
You
there
have
was
so
still
much to
enough
worry
time
about in the last
too,
4v5
but they just
that you
decided,
had.
yeah, we're
And
gonna save.
It's a pretty competitive half. Talking about a 4-4 half, it's been back and forth for the most part. Why not save these guns? Because they can have a lot of impact going forward. So a wise choice made, most notably probably by Vanity in that round. They will bring 4 rifles over, and this is so crazy to make a solo play pushing through that screen smoke. If Moose is already pushed up in that corner, Zekin drops there.
Yeah, he's dead. But again, that's what you would expect out of your duelist. Currently sitting at 10-5 for Sentinels.
Sometimes you just hit the flow state on that roll, and you're just a god amongst men in the server.
Cloud9 calling a timeout here. Imi with an opportunity to talk to his squad. Oxy has been uncharacteristically quiet this half.
I know,
2 and
where's my
5 for
boy
the star.
Oxy?
Leading
I
from
need to
the
get a
front.
Sony pick, baby.
Yeah, and he's somebody that I feel like goes
okay.
under the radar quite a bit.
Sure.
I feel like a part of that is because he's been around for so long. People forget there's a reason why. He's been so good on Initiator. He's looked good on Raze in the past. Obviously, this time around, you know, when you have somebody like Oxy on your team, there's no point of putting yourself on Raze. But we've seen him play certain things in the double duelist. This time around, 9 and 5 on Sky, 1 off of the Seekers. Oxy's one off a showstopper as well. So the ult economy for Cloud9 right now, it's coming out. Might allow them to snowball the rest of this half into their favor. They can get these online in this current round.
This is a really big opportunity for Cloud9. You imagine that's why Amy calls the timeout.
Yeah, this round kind of feels like it's a make or break it. Everyone's investing into it. If Cloud9 don't convert this round, their economy is bad, and all of a sudden Sentinels can run away with the half.
Sen's TPing away. But all of the noise that they just made forces Cloud9 to turn a lot of attention this way.
Yeah, this was a fast reclear though from Cloud9, so a really good job done. And now they can pivot towards that B site already, or maybe pivot and converge onto mid.
They've got to be fast, so you saw the flash shot from Zeppin towards A main. It doesn't tag anyone instantly. Laces it up and tries to get back B, understanding the timing. The smoke hits just when the moment called for it.
Sewing kit.
Now it's a 1 for
Yeah, I listened. I heard you went to go get sewing kit.
On the other side, give some of the space back.
Okay.
And now the spike planted. What's the approach here? How do Cloud9
No, I
get
dropped
back
my
in?
sunlight.
Sachi's playing so
How big is your
well.
sewing
He
kit?
fought all the way back.
What?
And now this late flank is
Said
gonna
how
get
big is your
immense
sewing kit?
value.
It's all about timing.
It's a
Zelf is
sewing kit.
pushing
It's
forward
tiny,
with the
bro.
nade at his feet. 10 spotting the peril of
okay.
the gun, dropping Oxy. It's disaster once more. Numbers now the way of the attack.
Yeah, Sun better win.
Paranoia goes out. And the smoke, it's just a tap, it's just a threat. Zels is forced to challenge and check it himself.
Oh, better.
Dropping Vanity as he tries to find safe passageway.
That's my
Zeppa's got it
boy.
down to 1v2. Zels is so weak, but time is so short. It is of the essence.
Right click!
It has to be
Yo,
now.
right click better.
But the round goes away in seconds.
Okay, he was only 14 HP, okay? It doesn't even count. Like, even my brain could have killed him.
The
The thing is, they both had the same idea.
It's gonna be a
They did,
scrappy
yeah.
buy, to say the least.
They're like, we're gonna jump right click each
Lewis
other
got
over this
caught lacking
box.
by second there. The trades went back and forth, but it was Sachi staying alive on that reclear of all of mid. They recleared
forgot how
market.
to sew.
They tried
Hopefully I
reclearing mid as much
sew.
as they could, and you can't just keep sending one down the entire way.
Oh, such a tense round. I think the one silver lining, if you will, for Cloud9 is they didn't invest any of the ults that we were talking about. So they still have that to their
Off the
advantage.
peaks? Oh my god. That's scary.
Almost had the advantage with that paranoia. Info will be gathered, but now they have to give.
Camera taken out.
It's very little follow-up, though. Vanity's going to drop a one-way back towards Garage, but it's immediately cleared by the dog and then Zekin taking the space.
Yeah, absolutely disrespected.
Flash shot towards mid, not going to tag anyone, so they realize they can turn their attention towards B a little bit without concern of what's
They
happening
flash out,
behind
they
them.
try sting. They're gonna get in the smoke and drop it.
That's all the threat, and the threat is realized. Very nice trade out from Oxy, though. He's got his rocket.
I think somebody's close on you
Oh.
guys. He's doing a really good job being solo here.
Is he timing?
Celsius
Oh
is
my
a
god, he's
magician
timing
right
it.
Oh my
He's on it
god.
now, but he might get out alive.
Oh, he got out.
Focus is his way.
What?
No way, and he keeps two members there the whole time. Now there's members of Sentinels on A site.
Cloud9 are a little ahead of this, though. Keep an eye on Moose.
30 seconds left.
Waiting just on the other side of Elbow.
This is so tense right now. Oh my
Oh!
gosh, the timing of the reload.
Reads it like a book.
Finger!
Now
Bigger.
they have two rifles that they can play around. And Sentinel's still not feeling comfortable. Haven't been able to get the spike down. With 13 seconds left, they start to commit to it and will succeed. Oh, it doesn't get much easier than that. Ten's
Sentence.
so steady. So stalwart. And every single one beginning to crumble. 20 HP left for Rooney. Zels is not much better off. Can he deliver heroics? Can he be the spark for Cloud9?
He's getting wrapped as you're speaking. It's over. Sachi puts the end to Ruby's
Why does he
hopes
say
and dreams of
Sachi?
winning that round
Sachi,
two.
right? He's the Sachi.
He said that earlier, and I thought it was just like
And
a
Celsius again.
one-time
shining
mistake.
star. He survived for so long. Dodged a showstopper and nade.
Pastor, can we get my player
Then the
name
cleanup
right?
on the actual site from this guy. Sachi.
He said it again!
What? He said it again!
Just shut up!
But the frags that come through are
No one
impactful.
is correcting
And so
him.
Sentinels have a 2-round lead.
Bro, if I'm a caster, I'm immediately like,
Still
bro,
a
come
couple
on,
votes
say
for
the
it, but
name, bro.
Furious is
This is Sachi
being
diff.
consistently used. I think the question for Sentinels here is, do you force the challenge, knowing what's waiting for you there, or do you get corralled away, which is the intent of the pit?
There. Bomb buddy out.
Yeah, Zalsis definitely looked like he was wanting to disrespect it. Seeing if Rooney would give him any type of mistake.
Sensachi.
Here's that response that you were mentioning. What would be Sentinel's decision? It's just sending Zekin on a lone warrior fight.
The problem with this pit is that if you get wrapped, there's no safety left.
There's nowhere to play.
And look at where Zekin is.
He's gonna get a timing on Moose right now. Oh my God! Speak of the devil.
He is aware.
Well, yeah.
And now info
It's been
gathered, they
happening
realize
a
where the
lot to
attack site
him.
is.
Understandable.
And it's these rounds where Sentinels just get discombobulated. They don't know where to go in the mid round.
Discombobulated.
Ripe for
That's such
reset.
a funny word.
Sentinels with 35 seconds left in the round, slow things down.
Yeah, John's dead right here for certain. Now 5v3, a crossfire on the actual B site itself. They Moose, they try
Moose!
flying
Oh my God.
And they just meet a damn. A flawless round for Cloud9 as they get to 5.
Oh, Moose. I don't know if it was intuition. I know he was aware that Zekin had crossed at some point, but he looked right on time, seriously right on time. And then the cleanup, some really nice work. Playing under heaven right there. Good shots. Rooney stepping out of the pit to clean it up. Just like that, 5-6.
This goes here. Yes.
Remember, the first half of Haven was equally as competitive. It was 7-5 the way of Sentinels, and that was it for Cloud9.
Oh.
But a lot more confidence from the defensive side. Vanity's already got the best of Zelsis. This is a very different look, too. The Paranoia out from really far away. That's going to allow Sentinels to rotate back. They could run another fake here.
Yeah, they want to end B, but the problem is with this camera being up at A.
Well, and the fact they don't have heaven control.
When this dog comes out, oh my gosh, Zekin in a crossfire right now.
Vanity getting another. He's been so steady this round, but can Sasi respond? With Seekers out in the face of 2. 10 strikes. Makes his way out of Garage. A 2v3. The way of Cloud9.
Tap TPOA.
Is he going to try to flip the map? He is. The time is going to be a little awkward, though. Sasi hasn't gotten over
Cypher's,
yet. So
Moose is
will
too
be ahead of
close.
this. He can cut off the rotations.
Triggered.
Cage goes up. Moose is isolated in the fight with 10s on the other side.
But 10's one tap.
Timing
No.
going his way.
No.
Now Sasi's forced to sit back and watch. No real way to get active. No real way to join. It's another clean round the way of Cloud9. Started by Vanity in that opener and cleaned up by Moose at the end.
Yeah,
Hey, but
somebody
6-6
on
is
Cloud9
good, though,
definitely
for
called, yo,
Sentinel.
Celsius is just running into B main like an absolute monster freak right now. Let me sit him down. There you go. It's just Vanity with the pre-fire on it. He understands that Celsius was playing for that first layer, just taking all that B main control with no opposition for the most part.
So that duel of old
I
teammates
hate that
goes the
Vandal.
way of Vanity. We're going to throw it down to Elizabeth, who's actually standing by with some very special guests.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, I've spoken to Grandma Zekin. I've spoken to Mama Zekin. Here are Zekin's cousins. This is Gavin.
They're so
This is
cute.
Samantha. And I'm going to
Oh,
say this
she's
right
pretty.
now. It is Gavin's birthday today. So, Gavin, you told me you
Oh.
play Valorant, right? So, who do you main?
She was the one that was
Any
holding
Viper
that
mains in the
sign.
house? So,
It's his
why do you main
birthday?
Viper?
Because she's really good for
Oh, I flew from the
Yeah, she
Such
was
a
holding
smart
that sign
11-year-old.
earlier.
What's your favorite map?
Probably a SEN.
Why do you like a Sun?
Because it's paper thin walls.
Very smart. Do you like Abyss?
Back.
Samantha! So you said to me earlier that you don't play Valorant. You're here to support your cousin. You flew all the way from New Jersey to support Zach. What is it like watching this game when you really maybe don't know what's going on?
I mean, it's very intense, but I know when I see my family cheering, then I'm cheering.
That was happening, but everyone's screaming, so I scream.
So I scream.
Fans? Aw. Now, Gavin, I'm gonna make sure. If you were a developer at Riot, please listen. What should the developers add to the game?
Make everyone use a SEN bundle.
True! That's my boy.
Honestly, everyone is on their feet cheering. I guess we're all getting SEN bundles in the future. Now, Gavin, since it is your birthday, you get a choice. Do you want a Sky Flash or a Jet Knife? a Sky Flash. Here you go, and you get a Jet Knife. Everyone say happy birthday to Gavin. And we're gonna throw some little stuff out, so casters, please take it away while I throw toys at the audience.
Thank you so much, Liz, and happy birthday, Gavin. He's the new vibes merchant.
Yo, Sentinels need to hire that kid ASAP.
Yeah,
brother.
Zelsis is done.
Job well done right there from him. And who knows, maybe a rising star.
Why are these little kids at VCT and I'm not? What am I doing wrong?
A fight just like we saw on Haven. And again, this is where everything changed. See if it happens again.
Zekken's
That's
family is
so
so
reminiscent of
supportive.
that
I
last
love it.
map. And if Zekken can have a hot start as well going into this, you imagine they'll run away with it.
Oxy's going to be looking to do the same, though. He's got light armor, already pushing forward. We're going to continue to see this exchange of utility across the middle of the map. As soon as there's a threat, the orb goes up to dissuade and deny.
Yeah, with Viper being nerfed, you can't get that gas up in time, so it's all a play just to bait out that orb. Not allow the enemy team to have any type of Viper utility on the actual hit. Doesn't matter because it's not Viper's sight that's being hit. 10's here. Having some teammates flood in him, he was alone for a little bit.
You got to be careful about this wall here. Sassy has a flash. If it popped through it, that's exactly what they're trying to do. But Cloud9 are ready for it.
He running gunned
Unable
him.
to find that timing window.
As he should.
Leaving John by himself.
Whoa.
This would be the third pistol the way of Cloud9. They won the first half of Haven.
There's always John
They've won
QT.
both on split. Very impressive.
IGL baiting. Nah.
That was good prep done from Cloud9. Their strategy into this pistol round was bait the mid, Viper utility there. You know at least you're going to keep somebody in vent. And then you just walk out and fight in the open because they understand that... They understand that Sentinels like to flood in behind that Viper wall when it's up. Their attack side of Viper wall, that one that we're seeing right now. They know that Sentinels like to play behind those walls, wait for them to drop, and then get the one up. Being aware of that, that's really good prep work. How does Sentinels approach retake on that B site after what just happened?
I love this really aggressive Viper wall out mid. Look at how far back Zeppa just had to use a dog for him to clear mid. Yeah. That's often space that's given for free. You don't really meet any resistance until you get to the orb. But because of that wall, they're forced to use the dog early. The paranoia out from heaven as well. I mean, ultimately, this will likely go the way of Cloud9, given the weaponry that they have and given the lack thereof for Sentinels. But it's these little things that could prove to be a difference.
Stinger?
Dude, if he had a
Seen
stinger, the
Sentinels do
spot
some
he's in
crazy
right now would
things
go
in these B
insane.
retakes, especially when they have classics, so not quite out of it just yet. The smokes are all to scale a little bit more forward. Zeppa might get caught.
That's gonna hurt. That does not feel good. Well, it hurt the wrong guy.
Are they aware?
Zekken just killed Safi!
We see a Sentinels
Sachi, sorry. Sachi.
Oh, Sachi.
I was gonna say, I don't think Sentinels are bringing this one back after that start.
That is a tragic way for that to go.
Right click, right click, right click, right click.
They carry 2 rifles into the next round. Barring this. It's another flawless shot for Cloud9.
A great pistol win again.
No right click kill.
And this is 2 rounds in a row now that there's been an insta walk with that B main wall being up.
You know what? Fuck this stinger.
This time around, it will be against a full rifle buy from the side of Sentinels, so probably gonna be a more slow approach from Cloud9.
I mean, this would be big if they were able to convert this bonus. They've invested into this a little bit here.
What?
Not as big a Turtle fans anymore. What just happened?
Yeah, fuck
Cloud9
the turtle.
with the 2-round lead. It's the same Viper wall.
No, Turtle did nothing
Previous
wrong.
round. And this is what I was talking about. This is where they often get caught. Is this orb here? Cloud9 forced to use some utility to get past it. There's a dog.
Healing over here.
And that up, down. Not punishing Rooney, so now it's full info. If there's 2 players playing for the B main fight, usually mid is free. That's why you see Cloud9 taking that space. So the macro game right now from Cloud9, it's been really good.
It's been very impressive. This is a big round, though. If they want to try to convert this, Oxy feeling the pressure of the flash in his face. Satchel's back. There's a little bit of space that's been found for Moose Forte, but
Yes,
If
a
they commit to
toothpick.
this, John's setup is here.
Yeah, so much relies on John and Zelsis right now. Zekin is not going to be here in time unless he invests those satchels on the rotate.
Look at that deep smoke from Vanity. It's so nice. Forcing Zekin to wait for just a moment. Now they've turned their attention towards A. The paranoia is out, but Zekin and Zelsis hold the line.
That's my boy. That's my
Response from
IGL.
Sentinels. Vanity in a 1v4 cannot convert. He's
That's
chopped
my
down.
IGL.
Very good hold.
It's so tough to bust through that Viper and Cypher setup on A. I mean, both those cages coming up. We've seen John do this time and time again. He's such a good anchor on this defensive side of Split. He does a really good job of changing his setup, changing his trips. 2 players got tagged by those trips, and it's Zelsis to get the kills off of him.
Boys, good round. Let's go. Good job. You're welcome. Good job.
He said you're welcome.
You're welcome.
The difference that I'm seeing out of this new
He's like, yeah, I know that was on me.
roster is
I
the
should start
control.
doing that.
They're not getting
You're
too
welcome for my trips.
overhyped, not getting too over anxious. Seems like their communication is a lot more stable.
They find themselves in a fight. 1 round separating these 2 squads. It's been a long time since Cloud9 has been able to say that they've beaten an American team. The last 3 wins that they've had have been against Brazilians. But they're pushing Sentinels here. Foxy on the swing. Zekin manages to stay alive. That nade dog combo's not going to feel good. 40 HP for the start.
What do they do after they just push Zekin off this angle? Do they try to go back? Zeppa, he's really confident.
Reasonably so.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, he
Besting
blocked it.
10s from a distance.
Oh, good flash.
Second, managing to avoid the paranoia, spotting a
Oh!
target, dropping the second.
Oh, no.
So snappy.
Oh, nice try. Oh, no, that's his time.
Celsius is here by himself. If he
Oh,
can
he's
create
still
enough
alive.
havoc here on his own, this could be a problem. They're rotating back and
Oh!
John's still here.
Oh,
Oh, he plays his timing.
oh my
He had
god.
no shot. Moose in a 1v2.
But doesn't like
Pressure
Moose calm
piling
like
on
sights
as
not
he
clear or
realizes he's
something?
got to get active. And he's greeted by John on the other side.
John and Zelsis. This
Wait,
duo
Moose
on
really
this
doesn't
map,
say anything?
they're playing the roles to perfection.
I'm just wondering like
That was a really nice entry
Moose,
from Zeppa,
like,
but
should
second,
tell
he
something
dodged
to-
every set of utility that was being thrown at him.
And gets 2 kills while
What?
doing it.
Yep.
Moose should say something to
Vanity?
Vanity. Yeah, like
He
saying
tried
like,
to
hey, like
steal a
sights
play
not
from
clear.
Sentinels. We
Like,
saw that same exact play.
Well,
being
here
made
it
by
TP'd,
Sentinels
so.
in that last half.
yeah, but
He
like
like just
We've
instant
often
TP.
talked about the
I
discipline.
don't know if,
from
like,
Sentinels.
they-
You were mentioning it just a couple of rounds ago.
They told
Even
him to
there,
TP or
a
what?
perfectly good example.
I
of
think
it.
TP was
John not
okay. It's just
rotating
I think
away,
the
not
plant was
taking
kind
the
of
bait or the eye
throwaway.
candy that was being shown. Stays back A, gets the kill and secures the round, ties us up at 8,
Yeah.
and forces a timeout.
What is this
out for Cloud9.
pro play?
Really good awareness.
Dude, you
Use
should
your
have seen
mic.
fucking
Ultimate
energy.
online.
That shit was
Could
rough.
have potentially been an option the entire round. So yeah, why not just stay? He can creep
Like,
his
how
way
does the
in, just like
flanker
Moose
get
did in that
flanked?
round. But yeah, this has been a very competitive half so far. I like what I'm seeing from both sides. Cloud9, they've put up such a good split map going against a team that's regarded as one of the best split teams, hands down. Looking snazzy up there. It is a tie game, 8-8. With Cloud9 being put on a scrappy bye, just a stinger for Zeppa.
He is one away from
Mood.
his ult as well. Light armor on 4.
We could have
What
been there,
is the
James.
adjustment?
I know. Don't remind me.
Again, that one way is just instantly crossed.
This is
Pop
the
flash
second
setup?
time we
Oh, no.
missed it too.
Just an info flash gathered.
I did not
Tens and
know,
backside B.
man.
I worry for Sachi on this angle though because he's kind
Stop
of
saying
he's
Sachi!
one of those.
It's pissing me
He's giving a
off.
gunfight. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! The fadeaway, huh?
I hate
The
this
concern was
caster.
misplaced. And remember here, the buy for Cloud9 was not great. And Rooney has had some ridiculous moments with the Sheriff, and he's been quiet on it in a little while. Hasn't had that same electricity. Hasn't had that same impact. He got a couple there, but it doesn't look like it'll be enough. 2 left, Vanity with 5 HP, and Moose is healthy, sure. But the spike is well out of reach.
Last player standing.
Double swing on top of it to seal the deal. John and Zelsis close out another round.
Let's go, boys.
But it was saucy.
Oh my god.
He said saucy!
I was worried
Thank
for him. I was
you.
worried about giving
How hard was that?
1v1 to
Come
Oxy,
on,
but
how
Oxy's
hard
just not
was
been
that?
feeling it on this map. He's been getting put down. Oh, beautiful shot. Nice connection.
Oh, that little off angle there.
Yep.
Down B.
And you're right, Oxy was just not ready for it.
He was so fast on his screen. Saucy, yeah, he's a veteran player, but he still got it. He's so quick with it.
We talked about this Oxy versus second matchup and how good of a head-to-head it was going to be. Unfortunately, Oxy has been alarmingly quiet. 5 and 12.
No,
Still has
my
room
boy.
to make up for it. It's only 8-9 right now.
That window's closing real quick, though, man.
It is. This is a must-win round.
You wonder if this was where the conversation was on the timeout for Emmy, too. There's a lot of presence mid. And again, they use the flash to try to clear the orb, but as soon as they do that, there's a spit at their feet.
The cycle of utility. Now getting deep B main info. Tens and Sachi playing really up close and aggressive here. Rooney
He just said it right, didn't he?
No, yeah, I know.
How did he mess it up again?
Tens connected on his head.
Yeah, I thought he was going to force the matter, too, with the paranoia.
I don't know why that's triggering
While
me so
all
much.
of that's happening, Zekken's trying to hold
I
the
mean-
line on his own.
I'm not even hit.
He cannot.
No, I understand why
John
it's
do it.
triggering you. Don't worry.
Tries to clear the Seekers. They've gotten the spike closer and closer to getting down. Meanwhile, their duelist on the side of the attack is gone.
No, my
Zelsis
kid.
on the swing, they need to get the spike down. If they can get out, they have a pit. They can try.
How do I make an example?
Your kid.
So far away from the play.
Yeah, full info gathered now, so Tens can knife out,
It's
reconvene
going
with
pretty
his
well.
team.
The one earlier was ass,
Sachi is going to
though.
be the one to
Energy
start
got
this retake,
shifted
to
on.
initiate it.
Keep an eye on Moose. He's in a really good position. If he goes uncleared, it's going to be a problem. And they haven't checked him so far.
Great flash.
The flash is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, what a retake.
Unbelievable.
Okay, imagine
They've
a
done it
girl's,
again.
someone's name
They're
is
so good
Sabrina,
at retakes on this
or
map. That's
like
why they're willing to
the
give
common
that
name is
space up
Sabrina,
freely.
right? But her name is like
Second got taken
Satina
out
or
early
something.
there. Oxy did a really
And
good
then
job of
the
breaking
other
sight
people
lines,
keep
bringing the
saying
crosshair,
Sabrina,
right?
so I keep having
But
to like
that was the
correct
blunder,
them.
no smoke in heaven.
And they
Yeah,
keep
I
doing
know.
it. And it keeps happening over and over again. Like it pisses me off so much. Like how are you saying the name wrong?
Catch that second shot from John.
The more frustrating thing for sure is that he said it right the first time. Or no, not the first
Like
time.
just now, yeah.
Yeah, just now,
I
and
don't
then
know
he
if he
just.
said it or the
Four in a
other
row for
caster said
Sentinels.
it correctly.
The ults are plentiful. One of them already used the pit across the middle of the map.
Yeah, that's mid on lock right now. If A ramp control is maintained, you don't need to worry about getting wrapped whatsoever as well. I think that's why you see Tens posted up right here. Yeah, they're getting proactive here. Tens, if that dog connected on anybody, could have used the paranoia as well. A fast reclear of A main control.
Saucy was waiting close by with Seekers online. As Ten takes a step back.
Oh, you know what? I've seen Sentinels set this play up so many other times. You have a deep cam at B, and then Zekken's just playing off of it with a rocket.
Any contact, any skin shown,
Oh.
and it's explosive. That flash not going to connect. Rooney could be waltzing into his death with Zappa on the other side.
There has to be a trade here. They cannot both be taken out, but they might!
It wasn't off the cam.
Oh, he
It
gets
doesn't
two.
connect.
Oh,
Only one is
what?
found. Zappa on the response
No.
as the rest of the spike tries to get out towards A. Tens is going to
Oh.
be challenged. He's able to find one. Paranoia to reposition.
Oh my god. He got
Sentence.
He got two.
It had the makings of something special, but again, Sentinel slammed the door.
The setup is just foolproof. You have all mid control, you have a trap in B main, and then if anyone wants to speed up A, I mean, you've got layers on layers on layers of players there.
It wasn't even off of the cam.
Yeah.
As soon as the attack side orb went up from Rooney, Zelsis took that as his moment to strike. Unbelievable. So another round will go the way of Sentinels. That's what, 5 rounds in a row now for the
Yep.
defensive side? They're running away with this thing.
It really feels like Haven right now.
Down. We're not done
A little
yet.
bit more of a fight, a little bit more of a punch from Cloud9.
Sure.
They don't get eco'd. They win the pistol, but still. these gun rounds, they just cannot break through the fortifications of Sentinels. The setups are too clean.
Enemy remaining. 30.
What a hold from Tens, man.
Yeah. And it's nothing new. We've seen Sentinels run that exact same setup so many times. It's just when they decide to actually run the setup.
Sure. A hero rifle in the hands of Zeppa. 17 and 11 so
Zeppa
far.
has the hero
Oxy
rifle?
one away from his ult. Again,
And not
continues
Oxy?
to be quiet.
Aww. My boy
To
is
be fair, I
having
feel
a
like he's
bad
been getting
day.
very unlucky in this game. No heaven smoke.
Oh, he gave it in.
Crosshair entries. Oh, he has an opportunity here to get a kill. There you go.
You spoke
that's
too
a
soon.
rock
Oh, you see, he got one.
Yeah, see?
Now the ult
That's
to
my
play
boy.
with. No satchels to go though.
Drop the gun and ult in. Drop the
He's
gun
gonna
and
commit
ult
to it
in.
anyway. Almost got tagged up. 85 HP.
See what I'm saying?
He gets peppered through the smoke.
Did he drop the gun?
Spam causing problems.
No.
Oh, how does that
Oh,
not
dude,
kill?
that's so good.
It worked for Zekin.
It looked like the exact same rock.
Yeah, I would say that worked for a second, but that did not work for Oxy.
But they're gonna try to flood out onto the pit with the Seekers. Can they find the space? Oxy's down.
One enemy remaining.
Every single member of Cloud9 crumbling. Vanity in a 1v4. You've got Zekin over the
Nah,
top. You've got
nah, that's not
Sentinels
one.
You've got Sentinels at series point.
You have a flying Zekin coming at you? Nah.
This defensive side from Sentinels, as soon as the gun
I
round
see a
came
flying
into
Zekin
fruition,
coming at me, I just accept my
there's
fate.
been no signs
Yeah, I
of
just
slowing
think
down,
something
even when
like
they're down. Disadvantage. A Viper's Pit even on the site. But the thing with this squad,
Zekin would have got the
they
kill
have
too.
protocols to deal with when a Viper ult gets put down on A or B. They have so many layers to their split.
This goes here.
So much depth in the playbook. They've been in nearly every situation against every single comp on this map.
No.
And they're so
See,
quick
I
to
changed it to
identify
green
the
and
right
they-
play in the right moments.
Yeah. You should just always keep it on
The
green.
attack
Whenever,
side was
whenever,
for Cloud9
when you go to
continued.
VCT, if I don't see you, have it on green.
Oh.
and
It's
go.
the same story.
Oh, Zelsis hasn't done this yet in this half. Playing really upfront in their face.
He gets pushed off instantly. There's no help in ropes. She's kind of here by himself. Takes a step back. Cloud9 go forward with the paranoia. Zelsis has to try to get away and manages to do so.
Even gets a tag on Oxy, putting him down to 50 HP. And this Omen smoke coming out, this is going to negate any type of heaven pressure that Cloud9 have been trying to put on.
If they try to split B here, again, they're going to have to deal with the trips. They're going to have to deal with John's setup.
It's too hard to deal with. Zelsis is going to just push through. As soon as this contact gets made,
What an angle.
there you go, he feels it. He can sense it. Everyone.
GG!
That shit was so fast. Dude, even the first map was so fast.
Sen City on top. They obliterate Cloud9 in 2-0 fashion. They're back. Oh, baby, they're back.
They're back. Where were they
They're
gone?
back,
The
yeah.
last 4 matches, huh?
8-0.
That's a statement. Yeah, we didn't make Shanghai.
Oh,
Okay.
they're 8-0.
But we
They
have
haven't
to
dropped
take
a
a break.
match?
Yeah, they
To
have
go
not
on a
dropped that
little
single match
all-inclusive resort trip. And look at us
since
now.
Playoff or whatever. Playoff, second playoff.
So
Whatever
much to be
it's called.
excited about for this squad. They do look refreshed. They do look revitalized. They do look reinvigorated.
He's like
Ryan
smiling.
smiles.
Oh, he wanted to hug
Previous
you.
teammates. Yeah, plenty of love to be shown. But I'll be honest with you, there wasn't any of that in the server.
You wanted to hug him?
Job well
Yeah,
done from
wanted to hug
Sentinels.
him.
And yeah, a lot of the first halves, it was a fight.
Because that's Zelsis'
It was
own team.
competitive, but Sentinels were able to
Are
just
we
take
sure?
it away.
I don't remember being in C9.
It was
Almost
C9.
identical fashion.
Yeah.
You think about
What, you don't believe me now, huh?
No, I don't,
think
because
about
you don't
if it
believe
wasn't
me.
for the
Why would I
pistol
believe you?
that Cloud9 win in the second half.
I always
Split,
believe you.
No,
We
no.
might have been done 10 minutes
Liar.
ago.
It's so rare to see a team win with this big of margins when you lose nearly every single pistol. Keep in mind, yeah, they won the eco round on Haven, so I guess that kind of isn't like winning a pistol, but still, it's so hard to pull off a win with the
Is he
lead like
crying?
this when pistol rounds
Is
are
he?
won. It feels like almost
Was
at
he
times
crying?
you can
It looked
win
like he shed a
2-3
tear.
rounds in
My-
a row when you win that pistol round.
My
Sure.
bro
Aww.
That just wasn't the case this time around. And
He
you saw
was?
Kaplan as he
No,
got up
no,
from his
no.
chair. It was business.
They were blowing kisses at each
Understood,
other.
Yep. Job well
Oh,
done.
look at second. Are you happy?
And it doesn't
Just
get
like
much
that.
easier than
Is
that,
that
man. This Sentinel squad, yes,
Yeah.
they were down. They missed Shanghai, and there were questions about whether or not they'd be able to recover. Were they frauds? All of that.
Were they
And just
frauds? Who the
continued to
fuck
spit in
asked
the face of
that?
it.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Probably
Your
a lot of
stars are
people.
showing. Zelsis stepping up huge on both maps.
Okay, who the
It was
fuck
great.
kept saying
IGL still on
Sashi? I
par.
need to have a talk.
It's a great Sentinels roster to watch. And I think they have a really good chance of making a run for this champs.
It certainly seems like they're trying to. Speaking of a star, we've got Elizabeth standing by with Zekin on the stage behind me for the Verizon post-match interview.
Zekin.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm a little nervous with this interview because I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, Zekin, because that crowd is so loud for you all the dang time. And I've talked to the other players. You obviously can hear them through your headphones, but I haven't asked you just what is it like to be such a beloved member of the Sentinels community, the duelist of the Sentinels?
It's amazing. You know, it feels like home. Get to come here and see all the fans cheering, see all the SEN jerseys. It's just so nice. I'm so thankful for all of it.
Yeah, humble
My
king.
humble king. My
during
humble
our coaching interview,
IGL or
something that Des was talking about a
duelist.
lot is like
Bragger.
one of the ways
IGL.
Sentinels find success is setting you up for success. Therefore, John can call a good match. Do you think you agree with that? It's like a lot of like, okay, I go do this.
I would say my teammates set me up really well. I don't think the strategy is just like Zach go kill everyone, but like I asked for
It would work. I'm just saying.
It would work, but I asked my teammates a lot for utility, and they help me out so much. They make my life really easy.
So I was talking to Sideshow in the green room, and he said it's just so unfair that you have good decision making and good aim. Usually, you know, it's kind of like one and the other, but you are just kind of all-rounder, incredible at what you do. What do you have to improve on? Like, genuinely, what do you think you have to get better at?
I mean, everything. Can always get better at everything, but I'm just trying to make the right decisions and, you know, trying to grind my aim so that when I make the right decisions, I put myself in a good spot, I can kill like 3 people. But it's just everything. It's just day by day, always trying to improve at the little things.
And we're in this new duelist meta right now where we're seeing a lot of the neon. You know, your iconic Raze was sadly a little bit nerfed, but we haven't seen you switch. So I have 2 questions regarding that. I asked you during a little bit ago why you haven't switched. I want to ask more why in depth, why you haven't switched to the neon when everyone I think thought, you know, that's your agent. You love to take space. Neon is great at taking space now. We understand the Raze you're great at it, but neon offers so much, no?
Neon does offer a ton, but I'm playing good on, you know, the other duelists, so I think it's nice that we're able to just kind of keep her in the back pocket and teams have to worry about her later on.
So you're saying you have it? Heard. When you're on a more traditional duelist like Raze, does that worry you in a meta like this where you're going to be going up against like a Neon or you know, a Reyna even? Like, you have to play against that when you're kind of you're back in the old meta.
It's definitely like unexpected when I see something like that, so I gotta be ready for everything. But you know, it's a lot of fun. No matter what duelist I play against, it's always a lot of fun.
And my last question for you is that the Sentinel split is so iconic. We call it your bread and butter every single time, but it is going away in 2 weeks. You're no longer able to play it. I would love to hear from you what you think the next Sentinel split will be. Will it be Abyss? Will it be something else that we don't know?
It'll be Abyss. We're running a lot of ISO Neon on Abyss, so I think it'll be good.
Whoa, he's leaking strats. He's leaking strats.
Thank you
He's
so much.
leaking
Zach, I'm gonna give
strats.
That's fake. He's faking it.
If you can hear me, we're gonna send you to the post show where we have the man, the myth, the legend, Saucy.
Thank you for saying it right.
That's right. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Saucy, is joining us. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you, sir.
You want to leak anything else for us?
I mean, no, I'm not.
How's your fracture looking?
I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Zach. Don't worry.
Okay, I was going to say, you don't want to elaborate on any
Zach
of that.
is like
I got to do my
compound.
journalistic integrity by following up, you know.
Zach doesn't even know Abyss. So
Okay.
He doesn't know anything. So he's going to learn probably like next week.
Yeah. Okay, well, I got to ask you, Saucy, like, how important was that break that you all took? Because it seems like y'all really have come back refreshed. Like, how important was that for you?
I think it's a little bit of mix like with being read from the other teams and like being tired. So like we got this combo and we actually like went so bad on first split. It didn't look like us, you know, like the way that we show up in Madrid.
First split, that's what it's
First split.
called.
And now we had the time to rest, but we also had the time to build like some new strategies for this split, and it's been working so far.
Yeah, it's been cool to see, like, especially like the different changes on Lotus, whether it was the double Senti comp or.
But I want to see what the score is now.
So it's good. The team has done a lot.
I'm
of
pretty
work,
sure they're like
for
number
you
2.
specifically, was there like a focus of yours in that time off for your own personal improvement?
Honestly, yeah, I was like playing more Valorant, of course, but I mean, I'm a guy that likes strats, right? So when the new map comes out, new meta, like new duelists, and I'm that guy that's like gonna study this and gonna give it to the team my input about it. So maybe it's that.
So that's essentially what you're possibly doing with Abyss when that comes into play, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Abyss, like I have some good ideas already. It's a pretty open map. There's like some weird plays that you can do, like with TP, with dash, like with raise movement. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun.
So you're playing ISO, you're playing Raze, you're playing Yoru. Triple duelist comp is
no, people on the internet need to learn to
that's
not
quadruple duelist. Motherfucker can't
Whatever
count.
he's saying, he's just trolling. He's just a troll kid. He knows how to
take a
shoot.
note of that.
He's just a troll.
Yeah, but we saw quite an amazing performance today. I want you to kind of can you walk us back, like going up against C9 on that first map? What were your thoughts?
I mean, honestly, we had a good attack. I felt like we could be like a 9-3. We had some like rounds, like some whiffs, I guess. Like,
damn, he's saying we could have done better.
Like some whiffs,
I agree.
Even with the whiffs, we still had like a good round, a good control of the game. So when it came to defense, it got like so easy because we could read them based on their comp because they have like a breach gecko. They don't have like an info agent. So like the way that you play against this, it's like loading default like we did on attack. So you kind of like, how can I explain it? It's not like me being like.
I wish my solo queue teammates were also
not
this
against
smart.
anything against Cloud9, but it was.
You're
really
asking
easy
a lot, bro.
I
think we have a better shot at solving World Hunger than you asking for those types of teammates.
Just read their comp, be like, oh, they have 3 duelists. Maybe we should like put trips down. I don't know.
I mean, Split is
That
different
would be
because Split, I
smart.
feel like it's our best map. Like we have been playing since the beginning of the year, and we also
People
feel
can't
like comfortable
read.
playing against any comp, against any team. So. Not a specific.
No, I
like,
played a
against
game with
Cloud9, but on Haven,
with this
it was
Jet,
easier because
and
of
we
comp,
had 2
but
Sentinels on our
on
team,
Split
and he
it
was
a
like,
mirror comp,
"All right,
so you kinda,
let's
like,
all
know
run
how
in
to play
there,"
against it
and then we
already.
all died.
So you kind of felt like home.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? We have 2 Sentinels, you would have rushed with no flashes, by the way.
What you're saying, I mean, I think a lot
Somehow we
of
still won the
it
game,
is
but
a testament to John QT's
My cam's frozen?
IGLing.
Oh, shit.
Like, can you speak to that? Like some of the call-outs that he was making.
Yeah, Jonah is always like. We always throw info at him,
Actually,
like, oh, they're
it's
doing
whatever.
this, they
I'm
did
about
that
to
last round, and so he managed to like collect all the info and make a call around it. But it also like comes from Jordan and me as well, like on mid round about the reads. So we're kind of like flowing. I feel like this is pretty different on Sentinels.
I'm working on my
comparing
weight.
ourselves like Madrid Sentinels and Sentinels on second split because we have been working a lot of mid round, and I feel like we built a good synergy between me, Jordan, and John. So yeah, it's been working so far.
Is the 3 of you, are you making a lot of those calls regardless of side, or is that more of a defensive side?
That wasn't very enthusiastic.
It's on both, actually. Yeah.
Hi,
John's the boss.
There.
So whatever he says, we follow. But we are always like giving him ideas and options as well. So, but he's the guy that like do the last call. So that's it.
Yeah, well, John, he's building a cinematic, movie with you all. He is pure cinema, as they constantly say.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah, that is a joke. I'm gonna keep it running. I'm gonna keep it going. But anyways, we definitely have SEN Society.
Damn, you
here,
really
Sin City.
abandoned
They're
your
in
kid
the chat right now.
just
We
to
have
come home and watch that.
Question,
Of
which
course.
reads, Captain talked about
Priority.
sharing the load after Madrid. Have you had more input on strategy?
No, she was on the phone when I texted her mom.
And that's coming from.
And then I was just like, "Oh, I'm not gonna
Cosmic
be.
Abyss.
I'm not
Speaking
gonna."
of Abyss.
Earn the load.
Be able to stay for
Like,
too long.
no, I'm not gonna come
like,
today because
did a
no,
pretty good
I
job.
went to the.
And we
Like, I'm
also
not gonna
like,
come today. She's like, "Why?"
we have been working
I'm like,
together for 1 year and a
I
half.
have an
like that,
emergency.
and we
She's
have
like,
been
"Show
building
me," and I'm
synergy
like,
since then.
and
So
she was
we
like,
are
"Show me!"
always working like together on
An
strats.
exclamation mark. I'm like,
Every
okay,
idea
this
he has,
is
he always
not
come
your
to me,
mom.
and he wanna know my
Post me,
opinion
the
about
game
it.
already ended.
And I always give him like good ideas
You're
because
late.
I also like to study the game, as I said before.
2
Sentinel
games, 2
stop.
goals.
Yes,
A lot
they're
of stats
number
and combo.
2. You see, I told you if they won, they were number
Honestly, I feel
2.
like
Those
that
we
helps
literally
with,
said, have
overall
they
team
played
synergy
yet?
too, because I mean you've been on the team for a
This
while, so
guy.
I mean it
Yeah.
Nah, bro, the
makes
game's
sense
about to
that,
start.
he
Just
would like
stay around.
Yeah, I mean the hardest part, honestly, for me, talking English.
Yeah.
So that means they're gonna play
English,
Levy.
like,
Talking
sometimes
in
I translate
English.
Portuguese to English in my head. It was like on the beginning it was so hard, but now like I'm feeling more comfortable. Like, and also I feel more confident on calling as well. So I feel like I'm being like more active on mid round.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? We are past the halfway point of Super Week, so let's take a look at our
Super
current standings.
Week.
Ooh,
Let's
I got
see.
the thunder. Right
Yo,
you can see
Sentinel's
y'all are moving
number
up.
2.
Seeing
Two spot.
Yes, 2 spot, just below Leviathan. But you're in that comfortable, I would say.
Leviathan.
You're in a comfortable spot right now. So
I like how
looking
they
at the
pronounce it,
standings,
Leviathan,
what's
not
what's your take,
Leviathan.
Saucy?
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, you're really
Leviathan?
Start of stage 1 was
Dude,
rough.
Hosey, I literally took off
Well,
work
to be
just
honest,
to
we
watch
still have a long
them.
way to go because
should've done that.
of course we want to
They
visit
can't find out
America 'cause we wanna
about
win.
that. Never
But
say that. Well,
we
your
also
job's
want
gonna come.
so hard to
He's
go
gonna
as
find
first
you.
seed on champs because we want champs.
Absolutely.
That's the goal.
Now,
What are they gonna do, though?
We have to mention this. Like your
don't
next
know.
match is going to be against G2.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Curious.
I might
What
quit
are your
soon.
thoughts?
Oh no, G2 is a good team.
Yeah, yeah.
No, G2 is playing good since Madrid, so they are a team that I respect them really hard.
Okay,
I think
gonna
Valen's a
miss
great IGL as
you.
well. He
I
played so
know.
good on first split, and I think
pretty
he
cool.
was one of the main reason that G2
Okay,
qualified. To be
buddy.
honest, and I think it's gonna be a good match, and it's gonna be important for both of us.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one to watch. I also think like John versus Valen in the
I
calling
think I
department
can
is gonna be
finish
really
my
fun.
week today,
But we've
and
got more matches
hopefully-
coming up,
Yeah,
of course, just
Absolutely.
The
Yeah, that's
bag.
right. Super Week continues
The bag should be
tomorrow
pretty
with
easy. I don't really have to
2
pay
more matches.
anything.
First, it's Jogamo versus Aspas.
The-
We're
Because I'm
still
just
in the
gonna
game
print
with
out-
Evil Geniuses taking on Leviathan.
What is it
And
called?
then
I don't know, like
it's
the
a
strap,
Brazilian
right?
Don't leave
showdown
any
between
evidence.
Loud and Furia.
Saucy. You've
Yeah,
gotta
delete
tell me
any.
about
Yeah,
that
see, I'm
second
telling you,
game.
delete all.
What is
delete
going on
any
with
evidence.
Loud?
Yes.
I mean, it's tough, right? They did some changes on their team. Like Brian is coming as well. Like Brian's on Loud, back on Loud again, and they have those duelist thing.
Brian!
Sometimes it's playing duelist, sometimes it's twist.
Is that
I think
from
they
Carter?
still like
Yeah.
they only need time to work.
And Carter's
They are a
so
good team. They are
cute.
good players. But I think Cloud's gonna win.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, we'll have to wait and see. That's it for us today. Thank you all so much for watching. Saucy, thank you for joining us. There's plenty of Super Week to come, so stick around and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Every time they say Super Week, there's an explosion.
Thanks so much, man.
Cause it's super, girl.
Super
See
Week.
what today's all about. Let's get
You know the
day 3 of
game,
Super Week
Super Hot?
underway. Today it's all about family NRG versus
It's
G2.
a
If
VR
this
game.
NRG team wants a chance to make playoffs and
That game
hit
does
a
not
shot
sound
at
very,
membership,
friendly.
They're taking on G2 Esports, a squad that is
It's
in
a
the best
shooting game. Every
form
time you
we've
move,
ever
the
seen
enemy
from them.
moves.
They finished third at
Oh,
Masters
that's
Shanghai.
cool.
It's like in Valorant, if you don't move, your enemies don't move. So you have to like time out everything.
Striker by the eye and his Harper still lead from behind. He'll answer back at G2. Are removing all of them. Out for the back of the site though. Now playing with a bit of a blitz.
Yeah, I got one magnet down.
It's immaculate in Ethan.
Let's
He's gonna try and
go.
drop this one and drop the bodies.
Watch it not even
No
stick.
way. What is that? There were definite chances for NRG. Don't get me wrong, but that was a masterclass, beginning to end for G2.
Dude, see? I hate FNS too. James loves FNS. What else?
I don't love FNS, okay? I
Whatever.
don't love
Whatever.
FNS. Stop playing.
Stop being a
Now you're just lying.
Still gonna be sticking this one out and through. Doubled up, running through.
I
They were
just said
defending him like crazy.
I said I think he's a very smart
This
player.
was clinical. I mean,
Well,
it's a
he
2-0
wasn't very
victory.
smart today.
And then you're putting him on the same tier as Busio, which I think is not okay.
No.
I think
He's on the
Busio's in
same
his own
tier.
tier. No, I think Busio's in
I
his
think
own
right
tier.
now, Busio's calling is better than FNS's.
I don't care about that. But him as a person, I think Busio is much better.
Why are we caring about the person? I'm caring about like Beast, like Valerie.
Oxy just begins to tee off on the
He
other
has
side.
a
Now,
teammate, I guess.
transformation
Then.
leeway.
Who should talk to him? Come on.
And that is the biggest difference maker here. 3, 4,
Nah, bro.
for the controller. Second with
Busio's better than FNS. See?
But he stays alive.
You're the only one that's wrong.
What a slaughter.
Face as fuck.
Sentinels obliterate Cloud9 on Haven. Celsius on the prowl. Look at his positioning.
Dude, Hosey, you should have seen
Look
earlier.
at his discipline.
They were on their
They made
second
Vanity
round
still
and they
trying to
fought,
control that
or Cloud9 because they won
on the
pistol.
actual B
And then
side
Zekyn
itself.
had
Big moves.
the only person with a gun. He had a
Attention
stinger,
towards Dave Paranoid
and they won the
is
round
out.
with
Zekyn
one
does
stinger.
What an angle. Here you go. He feels it. He can sense it. Everyone from Sentinels firing, and they close out their map pick of Split. They obliterate Cloud9 in 2-0 fashion.
This stinger needs to be nerfed. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, me too. Bye bye. See you. I don't know when. Bye bye.
Bring back the frenzy. What's wrong with the frenzy? The frenzy is fine. They should nerf the right click.
Why'd you leave?
What? Bye.